We are live. Hello, everybody.
No, we're not.
Try to gaslight me.
That's the end of the stream. Goodbye.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of The Freak Zone. This is session number 10. Got 10 of them. It's gonna be a big one. We got all the big players here. We got Drapollo. We got Flo, Rell, Charlie, and we're not missing anyone.
No one important was lost.
That's right.
Brother, my brother.
Tell me, what are we fighting for? Start this war.
I'm pretty sure you guys sang this last time.
Dancing along to the song?
Yeah.
Using your arms?
Yeah, I got arms now. I have
my
hands
God,
now.
wait.
I can choke. I can choke people.
Can you make a
I
heart?
can-
Why is that the first thing that comes up?
Why
Can you
indeed?
make like a heart hands?
There you go.
Ooh, make
There you go.
a poodle.
Wow.
I can't do that.
Oh, that's cute.
Welcome back. Last time we were all here. Drapollo met up with the rest of the party minus Flo, who went off to do her own little shenanigans in her own solo session. Rell, Charlie, and Guy all boarded a transport heading to a location known as the Roost, which is near the locations of the dragon coordinates that were provided to Guy by the three-horned, not suspicious man named Business. They traversed the wilderness in the safety of their vehicle up until some creatures attacked, and they were handily taken care of by the party. But their transport was heavily damaged in the process, and Drapollo, being the only one that knows mending, is doing his best to repair the damage on this massive vehicle. Meanwhile, Flo went on a little spiritual and physical journey with the mysterious pink-haired woman named Chelsea. They ventured through the Feywild and made their way to a little village known as the Roost. There, Flo met some very colorful characters. A few of them were nice, a lot of them butted heads with Flo, which made her feel unwelcome, and she very definitively asked to be brought back to the rest of her party. Granted, it was late in the night, so Chelsea offered to bring her back in the morning. This is where we left off. So, camera pans to the majority of the party. Guy is fast asleep already. He went to bed a little early. So, Drapollo, you are still fixing the wheels on this vehicle. It is a very large vehicle. It will likely take you all night to fix, even with your magical powers, just due to the sheer size of this vehicle.
Yeah, I'm a medic, not a mechanic.
I get it. I get the joke. But Rell and Charlie, you guys are settling down for the evening. You guys have set up camp just outside the vehicle. You hear Drapollo kind of sloshing about, going up and down the vehicle, kind of casting his magic to repair any dents, scrapes, or breakages. You see Valiance, the dark-haired elven man that you've been traveling with. He has started cutting up the chimera that he slayed and is starting to roast it over the open lava in a process of roasting it to essentially make dinner. And there's plenty of meat to go around. Yeah, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing to settle down?
Charlie's sleepy.
Oh, speaking of Charlie, I forgot to mention, Charlie revealed his face.
This is true.
Yeah, big deal.
Mm-hmm. So are you still in your human form, or are you back into your alternate forms?
No, I'm sticking with human for now.
Okay.
So yeah, Charlie's just been kind of sitting up on the ledge there on the boat and looking at himself in the reflection. Just kind of like a little amazed, a little entranced. A lot of emotions going through. And a lot to process, which Charlie and this entire crew is not really good at. So, I would say Charlie is a little out of it. Hello.
I'm waiting to see if anyone else jumps in.
I'm busy fixing Gigamungus car thing.
Yeah, I will say that since Charlie's on the truck, Drapollo, like, Charlie would be standing there a while and you would see that he's kind of just like out of it. But
Wait, Drapollo's out of it or Charlie is?
Charlie's out of
Charlie's out of it.
Oh, okay. I misheard that then. Well, I would probably at some point then, once I notice him there, scooch on over. Hello.
Yeah. Hi.
How are you doing, fellow child of the moon?
Charlie's a little confused. Sometimes Charlie feels like he can grasp who he used to be, and then other times, I don't really know what to think.
That is okay. Whether you are who you were, or someone else now, you will be okay.
I guess. I guess. Charlie guesses. I am Charlie.
Development.
He's learned pronouns.
Charlie wants to stay with the crew and help. But what after? What will I become?
You will find something else. There is always something after.
Should I, and Charlie's going to transform into Rell briefly. Should I get big and strong?
Does Rell see this?
Yeah. I would say
Don't
you
do that.
Oh, sorry. And then Charlie's going to transform into Flo. Or should I get adventurous and then into Guy? Or maybe I don't really know what Guy is, but you know, I guess on fire all the time. That'd be an interesting. that'd be a new direction. And Charlie's going to go back to Charlie's form and then kind of quickly glance over at the water reflection to make sure that it's like still the same, which it is.
Whether you are big, adventure, or guy, it does not matter. You follow what you feel you must do, who you think you are at any given moment. That is what I do. I do not know what I was. Maybe I was nothing. But I know what I feel, and I do those things.
Charlie definitely was someone, but that's all gone now anyway. So it doesn't not matter, but I don't know if it is that important compared to what's going on right now. Do you understand?
Perhaps.
Well, thank you, Drapollo, however you say your name. You're a great listener.
We are Drapollo. It is good to see that you seem to be in a much more mentally stable state. Also, I forgot that Drapollo says we like a dweeb until just then. So
that is character break
If I
number
talk in
one.
third person for most of a season.
it's been a couple weeks. Come on.
How many times does Sam have to accidentally not say
5.
Charlie
It was
before we
5.
get 5?
Well,
What
yeah, but
was
that's
the
over
prize?
now. I made it.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
but now it's Drapollo's turn.
Now he did it on
Oh, okay.
purpose. Different.
I think I did that at the end of the last session. I can't remember though.
What's the reward?
Everybody gets ice
forget.
cream.
Is that
Okay,
was that
okay.
it?
So
I don't know.
is it Jam is gonna get us ice cream this time.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. Easy.
Charlie
All
does
right,
not
all right.
get
We're on the
any ice
clock.
cream.
Okay. Rell, what are you doing in preparation for bed?
Rell is a little anxious, to be honest. I mean, we're finally making movement. The goal is nearly tangible. Valiance is. You said he's like cutting up a chimera.
Yeah.
Has Valiance been in this area before? Does Valiance know anything about this continent?
Have you asked him?
That's what I'm wondering. I don't believe I've asked him. So
I don't think you have either.
Valiance.
Yes.
Is this a bad time?
Oh no.
Are you sure? You usually are in a bit of a mood.
Yeah, but I'm about to have food. I'm in a particularly happy headspace.
Oh, all right. Food is all right. Food is the key. Food is the key to your heart. How familiar are you with this area? Have you been here before, or did you just come? This is your first trip.
Of course I know this area. I grew up here.
You grew up here. You didn't mention that.
You didn't ask.
I thought it was. I suppose it's relevant now that you're in our party. Sort of a little hand in hand. Anyway, what are the odds of us making it within a reasonable time? Ideally, in the next couple of days.
To the
We
roost?
can't wait too long. Yes.
He looks up in the sky. And then he looks at the the truck that Drapollo is taking a break from repairing, but it's still a ways away. If we can get that repaired by morning, probably make it by midday.
By
Unless
the
we
way,
find a shortcut.
by break, Drapollo is just standing there completely inanimate, staring off into nothing just for an indeterminate amount of time. That's the break.
I see.
To the void. God. Okay, that was funny. Sorry.
Sorry, please continue.
I like to imagine the camera just cuts to Drapollo and just lingers on him for a little too long.
Complete silence. Yeah.
Staring into the camera. Yeah. Midday is far sooner than anticipated. This is wonderful. Wonderful. I'll be out of this sooner than later. What will you do after this?
What I've always done. Protect my family.
You also have a family, which I don't believe I knew about.
You've met my sister.
That was your sister?
I will say that to remind you as the player, he did mention that Chelsea is his sister, and he does not like the fact that Chelsea has run off with Flo. But you got on his good side by saying you didn't like Flo either.
I also do not. That's true. I do not like Flo. Thank you for reminding me. This conversation happened long ago. Okay. That was not a real sneeze. I'm on to you.
That's what I sneeze like in real life.
Oh, true.
That's actually true for the audience. That's what Mallory sneezes like.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah, he says, what I've always done. Protect my family.
A little dull, don't you think?
Do what we do to survive.
You do this to survive. You hunt this horrible beast to survive.
Yeah, do you see how much food it gives?
There are easier means of food. Fish are everywhere, even if they are a pitiful form of meat.
I'm a very particularly hungry kind of guy.
That's awkward to say. That's a weird thing to say. But
Is it?
it sounded weird. Maybe I might be projecting here. But it sounded weird. Well, given how this is going so far, with Guy asleep, I can say this and he won't be offended. You are by far the most competent person I've met on this entire trek.
Thank you.
I would not mind pairing up later for hunting purposes.
What would you like to hunt? This whole time he's been like facing the lava, kind of like turning the meat. And then like as soon as you mentions like joining it for a hunt, he kind of like turns his entire body to face you, like you have his full attention now.
After dragons, I fear that things will be a little dull. What more powerful creature could we possibly find on this planet? None. There's nothing. Unless we want to hunt for pandas, but as we know, those are going to be gone. So I am considering going off planet. There must be something greater out there. If you would accompany me, I know you have your family, but food is important to you, apparently. I'm sure there's lots of food out there. Thank you, Sam.
You see him look up at the stars.
I just wanted the roll to look a little better. Sorry.
You see him look up at the stars for a second. He's contemplating what you're saying. Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. It's been so long since I've been here. Okay. I'm not very good at persuasion.
13. takes a little bit to think, and then he looks at you. I'll consider it. That is, if you survive hunting the dragon, that is.
Of course I'll survive. Look at me. You see how big I am? Look at my ears. They're pointy, like my swords, which I don't carry. I use a gun, but if I had swords, they would be pointy.
He smiles. I think you'll get along with the dragon.
I intend to kill it. I hope I don't get along with it.
Well, that's a shame.
I would, even if I did, I would still kill it. It would just be a little bit, it would suck a little bit more, you know?
What do you know about dragons?
They're very large. They breathe fire.
Mhm.
Some of them have wings, and
Mhm.
some of them have, there are snobs who are like, oh, it's a wyvern or a wyvern or whatever. They're all dragons. They're all dragons. You can call it whatever you want. It's a dragon. You know what I mean?
But what do you know?
The heart is valuable.
Do you know why?
It's a big heart. It's a dragon heart. They're not hard to come. It's supply and demand. Low supply. There's not a lot of dragon hearts out there.
What do you plan to do with the dragon heart? Mind I ask?
Money, and make a nice cloak robe with it. Make clothing out of it, you know? Like alligator shoes, but with a dragon heart. That would be cool. And money. I don't need the whole heart, just part of the heart.
Dragon hearts are the source of a dragon's power.
Okay.
To covet one is to usurp the power balance of an entire planet.
Then why? Wait. Oh. That. So if I made shoes out of it, would that still apply?
You made shoes out of it, you would shake the surface of the planet you walk upon.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So why don't the dragons do that? Or do they?
They do.
They do. Ooh, that's pretty cool. So do I become a dragon?
Depends on how you use it.
What if I ate it?
He
That
kind
feels pretty-
of like scrunches his brow at that. I think is a little too big for you.
But like, you ever seen that guy who ate like a mattress, just one piece at a time?
Are you that guy?
No, but I mean,
I think it's a little big for
Hypothetical.
you.
I'm a big man. I don't plan to eat the heart. I'm just saying, you know.
No one has ever done it.
Are you warning me against coveting this heart?
Yes.
Then what else am I supposed to do? What else should we do with the heart?
He looks down at the lava for a second. My family's trying to leave the planet. However,
Oh, that works great with our plan that I was talking about earlier. We go planet.
the only window we have will be in 11 days.
Oh, that's kind of soon. I don't know if I can make shoes in that time. But
In 11 days, a crimson comet will pass close to Earth and render the security forces of the planet defenseless. That
do
is
you know something?
That is our only chance to get off of this planet. The reason the security forces will be defenseless is because all power sources, technological and magical, will be rendered null under the light of this comet.
I see.
Currently, my younger brother, he's now talking like hush tones, like you can barely hear him.
Gotta lean in.
Yeah.
Almost
Currently.
kissing distance.
My brother is working on a way to get our family off of planet under this anti-magic radiation. But I fear he may not find a suitable power source in time. I do not wish to resort to using the heart of an ancient dragon, but I fear it may be our only choice.
You're not here for the food. You're here for the heart.
As I said, it is not my first resort. My
So long
family,
as there's more than one heart, that's fine. I don't.
my
By all
family
means.
would be very cross if they even heard me uttering these words.
And The implication being, I am trustworthy enough to know.
I believe our goals may align.
I believe the same. You are helping me with this, and we seem to have similar goals. I would gladly help your family get off planet, provided that you join me in my future hunts. I'm not saying every hunt, but some.
Take you up on it. He reaches out his hand for a handshake.
Rell thinks about it for a second just to make sure he's not acting in haste. He shakes his hand. He squeezes it. You got to get the upper hand. Tries, you ever seen like politicians shaking hands to like grab the power? Rell's trying to grab that power.
I'm gonna say that you tried the Trump handshake. You try and pull him in. He does not budge.
Oh fuck! Ooh.
Like you would think that with your strength, you could at least lift this guy up because he's a little scrawny. He's an elf, but his feet and ass do not move from where they are planted.
He's got the will. He's got that iron will. Well, it's a deal. I'm gonna. Damn, he didn't move at all. Oh, Rell goes back to his sleeping area.
Before you leave, Valiance is gonna hand you a giant kebab of chimera meat. Now, this slab of meat he's given you is about as big as your own torso. He says, "Dinner's up."
I'm glad you said that because I was about to say I ate the whole thing in one bite, and that's just like that.
Are you a hungry kind of guy?
I'm a hungry kind of guy, hungry man. Cool. Rell's just gonna like stake it into the ground on the kebab and sort of munch off it, staked in the ground.
Okay. Yeah. As you eat, you watch as Valiance begins to eat his, and you recognize that the slab of meat he's eating has not been cooked whatsoever.
Oh, you're like what species are you? Are you good with that? Well,
have not had chimera in like I don't even know how long. It's truly.
It was generous of you to go through the trouble of actually, gutting and cleaning and cooking. When it seems to be, do you just eat it with fur sometimes? If I wasn't here, would you eat it raw? Just carcass?
Well, I'd prefer not to have to deal with the fur.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
get some sleep. I'll keep watch.
Please. Yeah. I'll. Yeah.
Okay.
That's weird. That's a weird guy who Rell is not attracted to at all.
Oh, really? All right. Does anyone else in this crew have any other role play they would like to do before bed?
Charlie's still just like gazing at the water, and he's gonna cast Ray of Frost like kind of gently on the water, and just make some like tendrils of ice appear on the like flat surface because we're not moving right now, right? Like we're still in repairing mode.
So you are. There's no. I'll say there is some water, but like you're not traversing in like a canal or anything. You're moving over land. You were in a truck. If you remember the battle map from last session, you're in a forest with like lava flows nearby, and I will say you found a little bit of fresh water nearby to look at your reflection in.
Well, how about just a puddle of rainwater? Does that work?
That works too.
Charlie's gonna like take his finger out from where he's been like tracing his reflection and cast Ray of Frost on the water and kind of make like a snowflake kind of image. And shining within that is a crescent moon that, as the refraction of the light of the moonlight above kind of like twists the shape of the reflection, the crescent moon shifts into more of a full moon.
I will say, as it does that, you see it morph, and you can see the reflection of the moon above you. And you said it was previously in a crescent, and it now fills in to match the reflection of the moon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
And so, Yeah, that's just kind of like Charlie's like in a little bit of a daze. And then he's gonna head into the cabin and just go drift off to sleep.
Okay. Drapollo, anything else from you?
Repair.
Yeah.
I want some moon lore.
Yes.
Well,
Drop that on me.
in lunar sorcery, the crescent moon phase that lunar sorcerers can embody is more like attack based
Mm-hmm.
and also more illusion based. It allows me to cast color spray once for free, for example. But the full moon is more like healing based.
Oh,
Yeah. So just wanted to throw that out there.
triple healer party.
Well, not exactly. At the level I'm at, I can only cast shield for free once. But
Gotcha.
it's just like a nice little thing.
Cool.
I've not switched my lunar embodiment once this entire
Mhm.
campaign.
Right.
So I figured now as we're going into the final battle, I might as well switch away from offensive.
Mm-hmm. Drapollo, while you're repairing this this vehicle, you are channeling your inner lunar magic to repair the metal and kind of like bring it back to the state it was. And in doing so, you kind of feel your body like vibrate, like very slightly, almost like it's like part of you is being pulled in one direction in the flow of time, another half of you is being pulled in another. You just kind of see you kind of like phase into three different places at once, and then you just kind of like squish back together. Your time here is limited.
Oh. We must work faster.
You can feel the light of the moon shining down on you. You have a purpose here, but your time to do it is running out. You continue to work throughout the night to repair this truck as the moon goes up and down into the sky. I don't know if does your species need a rest, or is it like the kind of like sleepless species? Do you know?
Well, it would be sleepless, maybe more like a stasis thing, just period of inactivity, but I can't imagine it being a one-to-one with sleep.
Mm-hmm. Do you take the rest, or do you spend the night repairing?
I spend the night repairing.
Okay, take 1 level of exhaustion.
No.
Granted, first level of exhaustion is not a huge penalty. I think it's just
what does that even do? Where do I put that?
You can double check me if you Google it, but I believe it's just disadvantage on all checks. But it's just checks, not saves. I want to reiterate that.
Okay,
so it's not a huge penalty. But
well, really, I'm just wondering if that's in D Beyond at all.
there's no exhaustion meter on the character sheet itself. Just note in your mind you have 1 level of exhaustion. If you can double check me on the rules, if somebody can double check me on the rules, I'm pretty sure it's just disadvantage on checks. In the meantime, Flo.
That is correct.
Awesome. So you have Drapollo, you have disadvantage on all checks until you take a long rest and get rid of this exhaustion. But yeah, so you spent the night repairing. Flo, you wake up in your little makeshift campsite that you made away from the rest of the roost. Birds are chirping. You hear bugs kind of like buzzing all around you. It's the kind of nature sounds you haven't really heard in abundance since you were a child. And it kind of just brings you back. And like you wake up. Normally when you wake up, there's like this sense of alertness at the back of your mind. But when you wake up here, just the ambient sounds of nature around you kind of lets that melt away for a brief second.
Okay. Where am I?
Yeah, you wake up in your little camp. You're surrounded by these massive ancient trees. You hear all kinds of birds. The sky is currently a very light pink, with the shadow of the mountains around you, kind of like casting this really like this not particularly dark, but it's like a cooling shade over the valley with this light fog mist kind of like rolling over the hills. You can see, it's rolling down from the snow-capped peaks above you. These are very, very tall mountains. And it's like settling around the village area that you can see in the distance. The fields that you would pass by in the evening are now like in full color now that you have a bit of a light source around you. It's like this vibrant green with colorful flora. And then you have the food fields, which you see some of the undead workers are still working. You see some of them are like tagging out for other undead, and they seem to be going off back into the village. A gentle breeze kind of just like brushes your hair.
Yeah, I think she's just kind of like looking it over, like it is kind of redawning on her where she is, and is like, I don't know, I think has like mixed emotions looking on it and feeling like, you know, as beautiful as this place is, it's like, I don't know. Like, she doesn't know that it is directly at the expense of other people, but she does know that like it's not open and welcome to like everyone. So she just has like very kind of mixed feelings about looking at it. But yeah, she just kind of like runs her like hands through her hair, and then like it suddenly like dawns on her, and then she just like kind of like slaps a face on her forehead, like, oh God, I have to go talk to her again. Fuck. Damn it. Okay. Well, all right. Okay, just get it over with. And she is gonna like pack up her stuff and get ready to head towards where she agreed to meet Chelsea, which I think was like at the exit to town.
So she asked you to meet at the gate of town.
Yeah.
As you're walking back, you're walking through the fields where some of the undead workers are hard at work. They wave at you as you pass by. They put on as toothy of a grin as many of them can, but some of their dental hygiene has not really been kept up in their second life. So some of them have like little gaps and or no teeth to smile at you with.
I blow them kisses.
They catch it.
Fuck. I do like a fist pump, like yes.
And as you're walking back, you're passing by the cabin areas outside of the town, and one of the cabins is surrounded by this brilliant crimson red flower that you recognize. Actually, no, give me a nature check real quick.
Oh yeah, rolling.
The low DC, you should.
Oh. Okay.
It ain't that
All
low.
right, I've cleared it.
It ain't that low.
The first roll of the session.
Let me tell you, it was a low
again.
DC. It was not that low. On a 5, you don't recognize the name, but the image of these flowers kind of like unearths some memory within you. These flowers are similar to the kinds of flowers that your mother would plant outside of your house. And with the ambient sounds of the birds and nature around you, I would like for you to give me a wisdom save.
This is awesome. All right, everybody. We're on a tables high.
Again,
tables
the
high.
DC was low. It is not that low.
It's heating up.
You're staring at these flowers, these red, brilliant, very gorgeous flowers, and all of a sudden, the red of these petals kind of like spatters outward and kind of forms this like red stain on the dirt in front of you. You look up. The surrounding cabins are now ablaze, torn apart. You hear screams of people inside and in the distance. You look at the village, and that too is ablaze. The wizard tower that oversees the entire village is now toppled. The monastery in the distance has been obliterated beyond what it already was. And then you hear in the distance a deep mechanical laughter that echoes through your head before you snap back
To reality.
to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. You are shaken.
Whoa. There goes gravity. Yeah, I think I just like kind of like stumble back. Fuck. God. Okay.
What the hell?
No problem.
Why did
no
this
problem.
work so well? Why was this just here?
What is
Just in the
this?
GIF keyboard?
What is this?
That's
Why does he just stand up like that? Anyway,
yeah, she just kind of like stumbles back. It's like, fuck. Okay, it's okay. I don't feel fear anymore because I have solved anxiety, so it's fine. All right. Yep. Let's just go. Just go. Let's get it over with. Visions of things to come. All right. Cool. She, fuck you, flower. She like flips it off. She
you
like,
swear it flips you off back.
oh wait, she's actually. Hold on. I'm gonna make a wisdom save to see if she like fucking wants to fight the flower.
Oh my god.
11. I think she like really fucking considers it. She like waits for a minute and then she's like, I'm better than this. And then she walks off.
It is still very early in the morning, but you see that Chelsea is awake and waiting for you where she had said that she would wait for you. She is wearing this beautiful little sundress, this big sun hat that kind of extends like an exorbitant amount out from her from her head. And she kind of like looks at you. She doesn't wave, but she acknowledges your presence by like nodding, and it looks like an exaggerated nod with the brim of the hat kind of like covering her face as she does so.
Flo has the like, damn it, she's pretty, fuck. And just like like internally, and it's just like, hey, good morning.
Good morning. Come, bring you back to your friends. She begins walking off.
Okay. She just like starts following a slight distance, feeling very uncomfortable, tugging her collar.
The walk is quiet. Chelsea's dress kind of like flows behind her in the morning breeze. As you guys walk, it's a good distance back to the Feywild portal, and the sun kind of rises above the nearby mountains, and the sun hat that Chelsea has kind of like protects her from the overhead sun. Yeah, the walk is silent. Do you say anything?
I'm making like faces in real life of uncomfortableness because I'm like that's what, like, she would just be like.
I will say, when you arrived, the trek from the portal to the village was not particularly long, but that was because Chelsea flew you down. But this walk uphill back to the portal, it's a bit of a trek. Give me a con check. Or
Okay.
athletics.
Happy for athletics. That's a all right. Table's hot. That's a 6.
You're beginning to
Table's
lag
hot.
behind. Chelsea has continued to walk onward up the mountain at a very like steady pace, like she's done this a million times. And you're starting to lag behind. You're out of breath.
Hey, sorry. I don't know if we could take a breath real quick. I just gotta breathe. I get altitude sickness sometimes.
You kind of double over and look down to kind of catch your breath, and you look up, and Chelsea is back to your position and is like holding out her hand for you to take.
I don't know if we should. I mean, I don't want to like awaken any, feelings that we, it's. I appreciate it. You're very kind. But maybe we should. I'll just catch my breath. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you.
Reluctantly, she pulls her hand away, and she waits.
I want to clock her expression.
Give me insight. Give me insight.
Okay. uh, God, hate this.
On a 20,
finally.
you recognize a deep look of regret.
Regret, like regretting putting her hand out, or like more broadly, I regret bringing
Regrets,
clothes.
as in she should have been more careful with the events yesterday, and specifically with Immense. As she had said last session, she put him up to training you because she thought that he could handle it. And then she apologized to you after the fact because she had misjudged his intentions. And she believes that that is one of, if not the reason that you do not feel comfortable here.
Mm.
And that it is her fault.
Mm.
That's what you get on a 20.
Just to be clear, because I don't know if she's like talking out loud. I don't know if I feel like there was maybe some subtext and some like misinterpretations. We might not have the same understanding. Like, do you hit people ever? Like, do you like punch or attack?
Only in extreme
Or you're
circumstances. I would prefer not to.
Okay. I mean, that's what I don't like. I don't want to be pushed to that or like manipulated to do something that is not really in my nature.
I understand.
And you'll probably like there's a lot of other people out there that'll probably be more um, that'll you know like you're very beautiful and like there's a lot of other fish in the sea, and I would know. And I'd like stretch my hands out to create like a bunch more water or whatever. And go, "Woo,"
You see
like
her,
that.
she closes her eyes and kind of like smiles.
So it's okay.
It's funny. That's all she says.
Well, I'm glad you like it because there's sure where that came from, like
She closes her eyes again, but you can tell she's kind of like rolling her eyes underneath her eyelids. She says, "Come on, let's get you back to your
Okay.
friends."
Like a seashore. Okay, I'm gonna just follow her.
You head back to the portal, and she stops in front of the portal and says, would you like me to guide you through again, or would you like to handle it yourself?"
I feel like easily I will die if you don't. But
She holds out her
but
hand.
maybe I'll survive. Okay. Well, maybe is it the same distance?
Oh, no, I meant the shift between planes. It's instantaneous, but
Oh. Yeah, again, like feelings. I know it's not like I don't hate you. I just yeah. Okay. I'll not take her in.
Okay.
And just try and stride through.
Con save.
Okay.
On a 15,
15.
you feel yourself being torn through dimensions. You feel your soul and body being pulled every which way, but you manage to focus and push your way through, but you are nauseous on the other side.
I throw up salt water.
Chelsea comes through unfazed, and she says, "Do you have an offering to the neighbors?"
Yeah, no, I was thinking about that last night, and I made these little like and she like rummages through her bag and pulls out these little like figures that she made out of like bundles of sticks. She's like, they're collectible.
Okay. She looks at them and kind of like she smiles and says, "You must have worked very hard."
Yeah.
She continues walking forward, leading you down the path. Eventually, you do come across the baboon dogs who demand a transaction. Go ahead and give me a persuasion or performance to offer these dolls to them.
Let's try persuasion. It's an 18.
Okay, 18. They kind of like sniff at it, and they kind of look at you and say, "Foon."
It's more of like a plaything.
Playing.
Yeah.
Food?
Playing. No, I'm just like, I'm nothing. I'm not even here.
All of a sudden, they just bite at the dolls and just tear them from your grasp, and then run off into the jungle.
These guys are freaks. Okay.
Don't judge. They're our neighbors.
Yeah.
You guys continue down the path. It is another like 30-minute walk. Another 30-minute walk in silence. You say anything?
Yeah, I mean, she's like starting to feel bad. She like I think she is just like she wants to like talk about like what happened, but she like doesn't know what to say. So there keeps being moments where she like she's like, "Ah," and then like gives up or whatever. Or she'll be like, and she'll be like, never mind. She's yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's up to if Chelsea wants to.
I'll say that you can't tell if she even hears you as she just continues walking forward. Eventually she kind of veers off to the right off the trail where you had previously approached from. And after a short jaunt through some dense underbrush, you come across another tree with another large opening. And she says, "This one should be relatively close to where your friends are."
Okay. Well, I guess this is it.
She nods. "Again, did you change your mind? The roost is always welcome. You."
Yeah. I hope that you can expand more and
She-
help more people, but I have a job here.
She again like looks down and kind of like giggles, like not giggles, but like laughs under her breath. "It's funny."
What's
You're-
funny? Oh, sorry. You were gonna say sorry. I thought you were gonna end
You
on that. Keep going.
sound so much like. She trails off.
Well, you gotta tell me who. Like, this is goodbye.
Your parents would be proud of you.
Do you know my parents?
She nods.
Well, hold on. What the fuck? You knew my parents this whole time?
She nods.
Well, why did? Okay. She's like, her like waves in her hair have gotten like very rapid and violent, and they just kind of like calm down a bit. And she's like, "Gee, well, okay. It doesn't matter. I mean, I would love just any information about them at all. Like, were they part of the roost?
For some time, yes. They
Okay.
fought off the attacker that did that to Sudsy. I owe them a great debt.
Okay. Do they have, is there like stuff? Is there like my like mom's secret library in the like town?
She shakes her head. They took everything that they needed with them when they left.
Okay.
They also believed that the resources we had could restore the earth to the way it was. They took a part of one of the ancient trees we had in the grove and planted it where they moved. They created a little oasis, and it was good. But she trails off.
Damn. Can I just like bring my like friends here?
Of course. Again,
Okay.
it's always welcome to you.
Can I like pop out the portal and just like bring them with me? I kind of have a or is that not?
They're a little ways from the portal, and if you wish to trek through the Feywild, I'm sure the neighbors would not mind, but the cargo that they're with will not fit through the tree.
Okay. How do you like know so much shit?
Do you remember the Wizard Tower?
Yeah.
Yeah, the tenants there have a tendency to spy on people. And they tell me everything even if I don't want to know it.
Oh.
Your mind jumps back to me, Rao, the little gremlin guy you met in the middle of the night.
Well, you can't fucking salt that dude's game. That's completely fair. Okay. Well, I'll just go. We might be back. Okay. I lied because I want to look and see if my like dad left his fucking ancient sword buried under the ground or some shit like that I never
If
knew
he
about.
had, I would have given it to you.
That's very sweet. But you know, my brother, he's got a nose for those kind of things, so we'll see if there's any secret treasure. He's like he's like Knuckles.
Very well. Would you like me to escort
okay.
you and your friends back, or do you think you can lead them?
I'd probably have to ask them. I mean, are we close enough if we just go through not the Feywild, or?
You are. It would just take a good couple hours.
Okay. Well, I think let's just go on land because they probably
Okay.
want to bring their cargo. Okay.
I have some matters I need to
Cool.
attend to, but I will meet you
Yeah.
back at the roost.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I may or may not be there, but this might be the last time. Bye. Bye. And she just runs off.
Con save
Okay.
as you jump back through the portal.
Can I make it with disadvantage?
Sure.
Oh, whoops.
Do you want to give that up?
Goodbye. Nat 20. Hello, 16.
16.
Okay.
You, even though you're not prepared for it, you went in a rush, but you fare better than you did coming in, and you burst back through the other side. And you can see in the distance a large metal truck. There's a smoldering little. You can smell it in the air. There's a bit of smoldering meat over a lava pool nearby. It smells like food. You assume that is your friends.
I go.
Okay.
Hello.
The rest of you have already woken up and you're packing up. Drapollo had spent the night tirelessly repairing the truck. You guys wake up to a completely fully functional and repaired vehicle. And you're starting to load everything back in, testing the functionality of the vehicle. You see Declan Tennessee is like starting to like check all the dials and is like revving the engine. And in the distance you hear Flo shout hello. Guy is still asleep. You guys have determined that he's in a coma, and you put him on a stretcher and he's inside the truck.
Charlie's going to talk to Drapollo. So, like you never sleep, but you do get tired. What's that like?
Sometimes I must rest. I stay still. Then I am replenished.
Yeah, but how do you repair a boat while staying still?
Not a boat, it's a truck.
A truck, excuse me. I keep saying boat.
I mean, you've been traveling on a boat for a while. But...
I know. I'm in boat mode. I'm in pirate mode.
Boat brain.
How do you repair a land boat while staying still?
I did not rest. I repaired. Is this a boat?
It's a truck.
I repaired this truck all night. It is now functional.
I feel like that night, or more accurately, the evening before, lasted like 2 months. I can't remember. Gosh, we're hunting a dragon, right?
So true.
Do you drink coffee? Charlie wants to be helpful.
I have not had coffee before. I do not drink or eat per se. I absorb nutrients.
Yeah, well, Charlie feels bad about the whole staying up all night to fix the truck thing.
Remember me?
Also, did you fix the radio? Because I'm hearing like a little weird noise.
I have not fixed the radio. I believe it was functional the entire time. I have not touched it. I have ensured that the vehicle can now move and operate in a basic capacity.
With the latest country hit.
Oh, I guess Rell left it on all night. That probably didn't help the battery situation very much.
Don't pin this on me.
Oh, hi, Rell.
You all hear Flo at this point.
Hello.
The radio is not on. There appears to be someone else.
Oh, that's... Hey, Flo!
Don't.
It's Charlie!
Ugh.
Charlie!
Wave with both arms. That's right! My name is Charlie! Charlie is I!
You've disguised yourself as a little urchin, and I scoop him up in my arms.
An urchin?
An excellent ploy.
Sure. Where were you, Flo?
Oh, nowhere. All right, we need to go. We need to continue forward.
Wow, that was unusually abrupt. Rell will be pleased.
Hello.
I am pleased. The vehicle is fixed and we're moving on.
Hello there. Do you need assistance?
No, I've definitely had as much assistance as I could ever desire in my entire fucking life, but it's great to meet you.
Wonderful.
Okay, that is good.
What's this guy's deal?
We are Drapollo. Who are you?
Claudio. Nice to meet you. My name's Flo.
We are Drapollo.
Claudio.
Oh, no.
That's extremely disrespectful, Flo.
What are you talking about? Anyway, so is Guy here?
You see Guy in a stretcher. He's passed out.
Oh,
I mean, his
Yes.
mind's not really here, but his body is.
okay.
Okay.
I missed him. Well, anyway, so I went to this little town, and it was called the Roost, and it was like, oh, they have all this like cool stuff or whatever, and like resources and food and like green grasses and stuff. And then they're like, we can't let everybody in. We have to restrict everything. And I was like, that's really fucking cool. So then I like left, but then like right as I was leaving, this this like person was like, oh, your parents went here before, so now I kind of want to go back. And I wanted to bring Guy with his like treasure sniffing nose. But yeah, but we don't have to get too detoured from the the dragon thing, because by the way, I'm on board. I'm with you for the dragon thing, so don't even worry.
What are you talking about?
Um,
I did not follow any of that.
the point is what are you guys up to?
Have you
We're
suffered from a
about to get a
concussion?
move on.
Killing a dragon.
I'm always suffering.
Oh, true.
It was fun while it lasted.
So where are you guys headed? To the dragon then?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I guess I'll just follow you guys. It's fine.
As you guys are wrapping up this conversation, Valiant has finished packing up his leftovers, which in this case is a giant fucking sack of cooked and raw chimera meat, and he's just walking aboard with this, like, it looks like Santa Claus's sack, like, just over his shoulder, and he just kind of like tosses it onto the floor in the truck. He kind of like squishes a bit, and you hear a bit of like sloshing as there's like raw meat in there, and he like,
Aha. Excellent work, Valiant.
this should
As
last me
always.
all week.
You.
Is Valiant the one who was the brother of Chelsea?
Yes. And as you make
Okay.
that realization, he like looks at you and like looks you up and down. And he says, well, look who's back.
Yeah, fucking save it, dweeb.
He actually smiles at that. He's like, what, did my sister kick you to the curb?
No, hit it and quit it, fucking bitch. Anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
Must be quite sore then.
What the fuck? What the actual hell?
God
That is
damn.
whoa.
I don't know how Cedric's
Okay.
supposed to react or
Oh.
act, but that
He
is-
leaves the
Charlie
truck on
didn't
that
like
note.
that.
He leaves the truck
I
on
don't
that point
either.
and then goes into the front seat.
Oh, ooh.
Oh god. That was gross.
That was marvelous.
This guy's a
He called you a bottom.
The worst insult imaginable.
no. More importantly, he called his own sister a top, which
Well,
is
he's
what
yeah,
we're
he was
unpacking
like, yeah,
here.
my
He-
sister
she
like to
is.
injure people during sex.
I don't know about this guy that Rell likes. I don't know.
Yeah, girl, I
Valiance
don't know
is a
about your new I don't know about your new boo thing.
Valiant is not my boo thing. He is a comrade.
You must be sore after last night.
You're stealing jokes now.
What? Wait, I came
You've been
back and I'm all
disrespected.
like, I've been on this whole like journey of self-discovery and just everyone's fucking being disrespectful to me. I
You
don't
couldn't discover some new jokes while you were out. You have to steal them.
Jesus fucking Christ. It's like,
Oh my
what am I?
God.
What do you want from me?
Charlie discovered a few things as well. Do you want to hear about them?
Yes, I would
No.
love to, Charlie, because
God damn it.
I care about you and I'm a nice person and I'm not just gonna start roasting you the second I see you.
Should I start from the? I think I'm gonna start from the end. So the moon,
no.
right? The moon, it changed shape last night, and it was really pretty. And then before
Hmm.
that, Charlie had to think really hard and remembered some stuff about when I was a refugee, and then I got really hurt, and then I looked like the Charlie you knew, but then. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm in the memory still. Let me back out. Okay, but then in the here and now, Charlie remembers what Charlie used to look like when Charlie was just I think.
Oh.
Did you get all that?
Yeah.
This is
So-
I'm trying to explain things like how you explain stuff to us. I wanted to like meet you at that level. Does that make
I
sense?
think I follow. So this is your true form.
Yes.
And you had memories about. You're speaking my language. This is conveyed perfectly to me. Okay. Wow. Looking good. I'm very proud of you, Charlie. Good job.
Charlie's doesn't really understand what Flo went through, but Charlie's proud all the same.
This is good.
Yeah.
The
Thank you,
moon has
Glopino.
shown you a guiding light. I got something in my throat as I was speaking. Whoops.
Oof.
Got
In
a
character.
globule in there.
If he ever hocked a loogie, it would just be more of the glob that just kind of
him.
plops out. Yeah.
And then this is your new child's that you've gotten.
Charlie didn't say that.
Mm.
We are Drapollo. We assist those in need.
That's
He doesn't
cool.
have to sleep. Isn't that cool?
That is actually pretty fucking sick. I wish I didn't have to sleep.
We still require rest.
Well, we are Flo, and we are also here to assist those in need. So, pleasure doing business with you.
Pleasure. And then he sticks out a goopy tendril.
Aren't you gonna shake it, Flo?
I am gonna shake it. I reach forward to shake.
What does it feel like?
Nickelodeon slime. Just a little bit more viscous. Your hand kind of goes into it.
I'm just like beaming and my like eyebrow fucking twitches. I'm just like Okay, well, so we should probably get the fucking plot moving. So what are we doing now, Rell?
Finally moving on. We're finally getting to our destination if everything goes as planned, which it usually doesn't. So
Woohoo!
take that with a grain of salt.
Yippee.
Okay. So you guys load on into the truck. Once everyone is loaded, Declan closes the loading bay behind you. Charlie, give me a perception check.
Can do.
You don't see anything. The door closes,
Charlie's still
and
pretty
you guys,
sleepy.
yeah, you don't see anything. The door closes, and the engine starts up, and Declan says, "All right, here we go." He floors it. He says, "We got to make up for lost time." And he like begins driving really fast through the forest. And the truck is so big that it just plows through all the trees in front of it. And yeah, you guys just begin on your way. This drive takes a little while. It's gonna be a couple of hours. What do you do to pass the time? Oh yeah, there's a panda in the cargo bay, Flo. You didn't see it before,
Yeah.
but in the middle of the cargo bay, right next to the sack of meat, is a cage, a beat up cage that has been slightly repaired, with a little panda just sitting in the middle. Ah.
I was in the middle of about to introduce myself to Declan, Tennessee, and then I'm just like, hold on a second, sir. And I go over to the panda. Hello, creature.
Ah.
What? That's crazy. How are you doing?
Ah.
Wow. Is the panda, what's the state of it? Is it like clean? Is it?
It is
injured?
relatively dirty. It looks like it took a tumble in some mud and has not been washed off since. But it is unharmed.
I have prestidigitation,
Mhm.
and I think mending can also be used to clean. So can I just like have my little water like wash over it,
Go ahead.
fluff out the fur?
Yep. It is now squeaky clean. You see, it looks slightly happier. It didn't look unhappy before, but now it looks slightly happier now that it's clean.
You are a really fucking nice gent. What's your name?
Ah.
I'm gonna call you Brian.
Ah.
That's excellent to hear.
Ah.
Is it true that pandas can only like take care of one of their young at a time?
Take care of what?
I've heard that like pandas, because they're really stupid,
Oh,
they can only take care of one of their young at a time.
They also
They can't do both.
They also accidentally sit on and crush to death
Oh
their young
my
sometimes.
God.
Because I think
I
it's
love
like
nature facts.
yeah, I think baby pandas versus full-grown mama panda is like one of the biggest differences in the animal kingdom of like
Oh, no.
baby to
That's
mama.
so funny.
Damn.
No survival
And
instincts.
All that happened, and you
They're
still
trying
made it
to
out there.
die.
I'm proud of you, Brian.
Ah. You see that as it says that kind of like it's sitting on its haunches, and then as you say, "I'm proud of you," it kind of just rolls onto its back and makes no attempt to get up.
That's fucking
Choking on its
adorable.
tongue.
Can I get in there? Can I pet this thing?
I mean, it's actually the cage was busted open. I don't know if you guys did Drapollo, did you repair the lock on the cage?
Oh yeah, everything that
Okay.
was in and or about
Oh.
that was just necessary to the functioning of the craft.
Okay, it is
Oh,
locked.
you fucking narc.
Yeah,
Let me
the
in
cage is
there.
locked.
Okay. Can I make a nature check to see if pandas will kill me?
Had to ensure
Sure.
the panda's security.
I mean, it's a bear.
It's
It
actually
can.
it's in the raccoon family.
I could take a panda.
It's a vegetarian.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It eats bamboo leaves.
It eats bamboo, but is capable of eating meat.
Holy fuck. I'm made of water, which probably it drinks. I'm just gonna try and go in.
Yeah. Okay. Make a sleight of hand to pick the lock.
Can I try and like slip through the bars using my waterness?
Make a sleight of hand to slip through the bars.
Okay. Slide of bars.
Yeah, see, yeah, Psych is on my side here. It's a bear.
Just do a quick search.
Oh, yeah,
It's a
on an
bear.
18, yeah, you're skinny enough and liquidy enough to slip through the bars. Drapollo, you see a kindred spirit in doing so.
Oh.
Yeah, you are in the cage with the bear.
Okay. I'm gonna pet it on the belly.
Okay, give me animal handling real quick. DC is low.
Well, that hasn't jinxed me before.
It was low,
9.
but it was not that low. You rub it on its belly and it just goes, ah, ah, it begins like flailing around and kind of like it's big. It's a big panda, so it's threatening to like squish you. Give me a dex save as it's
Uh-huh.
like rolling around.
Okay.
Yeah, you managed to expertly avoid this clumsy ass panda as it's rolling around. It is very ticklish. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, as long as it's not trying to eat me, I think
No, it's not trying to eat you.
that's good. Yeah, okay. I'll just like play with it for a little bit longer while we're going to our destination.
All right. Anyone else? What do you do on this car ride? You do have two
Charlie's
other.
not really accustomed to downtime. There hasn't been a ton of it in
Mhm.
this campaign.
Yeah.
So he's going to basically just keep playing around with the on-off spell, which is a cantrip I have. And so I'm going to keep going to Drapollo and going, Drapollo, the light bulb overhead is broken, and just be flicking it on and off.
It's so fucking annoying.
We will fix it.
All right. So
That's all I got.
yeah, I'm just gonna say you guys go back and forth with that for a little while. Drapollo, give me
each and
insight.
every time.
Charlie, give me deception.
Yeah, every time Drapollo turns it back on, Charlie's just gonna like flick it off as soon as he turns around.
Exclamation mark. Check. Why are you doing it with disadvantage?
Between different.
Oh,
exhaustion.
right, exhaustion. Thank you for remembering that because I certainly didn't. Yeah,
Uh-oh.
it goes on
wrong
for a while,
character.
and you do not. Oh wait. Okay, that's still an. If like, what's your insight plus 11?
Oh, my insight is a +8.
Okay, 11 plus 8 is a 19 that beats a 16. You eventually catch on after a few repeats that Charlie is messing with you.
Oh, okay. Drapollo continues to do it and humor him anyways.
Aww. All right,
In
now
hopes that it
Drapollo
will
give
make
me
him feel
deception,
better.
Charlie give me insight. Also, Jam, you can roll via Beyond, D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I just after typing that in realized how foolish I was.
Charlie thinks he's really clever.
Yeah.
He's getting away with it.
Yeah, I mean, I assume.
Why?
Huh?
Yes, he does.
What the hell?
What?
This
What
goop
the
hides
actual
all.
fuck? Whoa!
Someone screenshot that.
I don't think that's ever
Someone
happened before.
screenshot that. That is.
Oh my
has never
lord.
fucking
Nah, double nat
I think
20.
I think that's illegal, actually. I just
Charlie
did a
is
crime.
Charlie is so convinced that Drapollo is like completely falling for it that he starts to feel bad.
Oh my
Eventually
god.
stops.
He starts to feel guilty.
Wow.
Charlie's just kind of like has his
What a-
feet
Damn, you
dangling
have
out
won
the
the freak
out the
zone.
truck, just looking
Reverse
sad.
psychology.
Someone
Get
who is good in
blamed.
statistics. What are the odds of that? Double nat
I'll
20s
look it up.
on disadvantage.
It's 1 in double 20.
Is it actually
Yeah, haven't you heard of the number
1 in
22?
400.
2400? Really?
No, 1 in 400.
1 in 400.
I think
Cool.
a 0.476 chance.
Damn. All right. Good stuff.
I'm glad it was on something that meaningful. Game-changing role.
Yeah. You believe you are just
Crit matter.
absolutely bamboozling him, Charlie. You say you feel bad eventually, so this little antic stops after a
Yes.
little while. See, Rell, do you do anything on the drive?
Yeah, I'll just inspect my gun, make sure it's all toned and tweaked and shiny.
Okay. As you're kind of messing with your gun, give me a perception check.
Very well then. Oh,
Damn.
Oh,
You don't see
this gun
anything.
Shoots bullets.
You don't see anything. All right, moving on.
I'm looking straight down the barrel.
Yeah. Okay. That is a shame. All right. So after about a few hours, you guys eventually begin to see a large mountain range come over the horizon. Flo, you recognize these mountains as the mountain range that surrounds the roost. So you know that you're approaching the right direction.
Hey, we're in that place that I told you guys about in depth and explained everything to you about.
As you're approaching, Valiance turns to Declan and says, "This is where we get let them off." He turns around. He looks at Rell and Rell only. He says, "The entrance to the dragon's lair is nearby. If you still wish to go down, this is where it goes."
Marvelous. Of course I still wish to go down. We didn't come all this way for nothing.
All right, I'll make sure that no one follows you down. I have to finish my business here. And he gestures to the panda, who's like still on its back, not attempting to get up.
Make the panda noise again.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, do the roar.
ah. He says, "And if you survive, we are located in the center of the mountain range there. There's a secret passage on the south end.
I'll keep that in mind.
Good luck."
Thank.
Declan opens the rear ramp. Anyone who wants to disembark?
Disembarking.
All right, Rell.
I'm gonna give the panda a little smooch and get out of there.
Charlie's gonna help down Drapollo because he now considers him like enfeebled.
Yay.
Pathetic.
all
Excuse
right.
me.
It was a double nat 20 to tell yourself was fucking you're useless.
Oh no!
It was really convincing.
Now you think I'm your infirmed grandpa or something?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Rude.
Who's carrying Guy? Because Guy's still on a stretcher.
Me easily.
Okay.
With my big strength.
I'm gonna say that you are struggling, but you do.
Okay. Do you want me to make athletics?
He's not that heavy. I think you can
Yeah.
carry your own weight.
He's skipped leg day.
How much strength do you have?
Like twinkish.
I forget. Twinkish. He is honestly. He's
Yeah,
slipping
he's a
into,
He's twink coded.
Perhaps
slipping
he's
into
a,
otter territory.
perhaps he is a twunk.
Oh, I only have 10 strength.
past
Sorry.
10, that means you can carry
I-
your own weight, I believe.
Yeah, I have +1 athletics.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say that you can carry him with some difficulty. You are considered encumbered.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I owe him for a previous episode.
So you guys disembark and the truck drives off. Declan waves you guys goodbye. Valiance gives you a knowing nod, Rell, as they drive away. You hear the panda go, ah, as the door closes. You guys are alone.
Okay, so I'll be real. I kind of have some like weird, like unresolved beef with the people here. Like I know I said I like hit it and quit it, but it's a lot more complicated than that, like the emotions and everything. So I was thinking maybe you guys could, go search for treasure and clues and stuff like that. And I'll just like hang out outside because like, I don't want to have any uncomfortable run-ins with, I mean, X is kind of a weird word to use for someone that like it was that short of a thing, but you know what I mean? Like, Charlie, why are you
She's
squinting at me?
Normally, I would jump at the opportunity to have you leave and do something else. However, as of now, things are going to get real. And quite frankly, we can't lack any power.
Charlie,
But I love to be caught lacking.
Charlie is wondering if Flo is maybe afraid, but I'm not sure.
Not afraid, Charlie. I'm just trying to be
Scared.
sensitive to.
Give me a deception check, Flo.
Just trying to be sensitive to the emotions of someone that I had to kind of break her heart a little bit there.
Yeah, Charlie, you're seeing straight through this shit.
Okay. She's not only is she afraid, I think you're on a nat one, it's revealed she didn't really have a relationship with this person, or she kind of delusionally believes that
She's Delulu.
she delusionally believes that this person had feelings for her and that she had to let her down easily when the reality is like not that at all.
Charlie's looking at Flo like he was recently looking at Drapollo.
He has to babysit 2 babies now.
I put my arm around Drapollo. I'm like, hey, come on, fellow healer.
Ish.
Flo,
Wait, do you think
are
I could
under
hide
great-
inside Drapollo? I kind of, I'm like similar colors to him.
Apollo's like a foot tall, I think.
what?
Really?
What?
Yeah, how tall is Drapollo?
No way!
Hang on. Did I?
I'm
been
pretty
a
sure you're a size
foot
small.
anywhere.
I'm pretty sure you're size small.
Yeah,
I would have
size
been
small. Maybe not a foot, but like
But he's small.
Picture like
3.
4 feet. Yeah.
Wait.
like 3.
I'm picturing a
Oh.
grown-ass man.
Nah, he's small. He's a little
Bro,
guy.
can you carry Guy? I want to carry Drapollo. He's fucking cute.
Nope, you're already too late.
Damn it.
We're discovering like in the game. Wow, you're really small.
Wait,
Wait, on the you guys saw the battle map last time. He was a tiny
On the-
little guy.
On the like, as the
That was
truck
3
was,
months
like,
ago.
going-
Oh my
as the
god.
truck was going, like excess slime was like flying off and
Oh,
Drapollo.
I mean, if you really want, he can just like mold and stretch his body so he's way skinnier, but then can be really tall.
Ugh, I don't know about that. Yeah.
I
Drapollo,
like
could
the way
you
said that.
could you mold and stretch yourself to become like a mustache on my face so that I like look like a completely different person?
If you are under great stress or having a panic attack, I suggest that you incorporate some breathing exercises.
You
I'm
were
not gonna
adult when I
breathe.
diagnosed mesothelioma.
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna confront it, okay, Drapollo, I'm gonna avoid it. So I need a disguise.
Flo, we're kind of being chased by the big scary robot, so maybe it's a better idea if we all stick together.
An avoidant behavioral style is an unhealthy and maladaptive practice.
It's an alternative practice, okay? Everyone gets their own practice. That's mine, all right? So why don't we stop fucking criticizing my practice? Okay, we'll fucking go in. Fine.
If we're all gonna die in
We'll go
some
with the town.
attack, Charlie would rather it be a random dragon and not the big scary robot.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Actually,
on
agree.
this.
There's more honor in
I wanna
dying
give
to
him
the
the-
dragon than a robot no one's ever heard of.
I have a mask that makes me look like a Dwight Schrute in my bag. So I'm gonna
What?
pull that out.
What?
What?
Wait, yeah, what?
Excuse
one of-
me?
It's for one of me and Guy's gambits. But
I
I'm
see.
kind of like breaking. I'm breaking the code a little bit.
Okay.
Breaking protocol.
As you guys are
Yeah.
having this interaction, you see like a lightly tinted purple fog begin to roll in from the east. It is not a particularly dense fog, but it covers your vision out to a distance. You can see like up to maybe 50 feet, lightly obscured, but beyond that, you can't see anything.
The zone's closing. We gotta go to Tomato Town.
You don't take damage from this
What
fog.
do you mean? I just wiped out Tomato Town.
God bless.
There were no survivors.
You don't.
It was a massacre.
You don't take damage from this fog, but there are light purple sparkles in the air. Rel, if you want to give me a quick history check. The DC is low.
So historically inclined motherfucker.
Yeah, on a 20, you recognize this to be of similar nature to the wild storm or wild magic storm you guys encountered on your way to Malware. So this fog has very similar properties with wild magic.
This is gonna be fucked. This is the last time it was fucked, and it's gonna be fucked again.
No, I will say the wild magic storm that you saw on the way to Malware was like it had like silent purple lightning. It had this like magical like feel to the air, but nothing particularly strange happened. But I will say on a 20 history check, you know the effects of a wild magic weather effect is that if magic is cast, unexpected things happen due to the magical ions in the air.
That'd be a delightful thing. Good thing I'm not a magician. Oh.
Charlie's been known to throw a few spells around.
Well, if you do, don't do it near me. If you blow up, like, just saying.
I don't want to blow up.
Yeah, I don't want you. Then you better not.
Well, then let's go fight the dragon.
Yeah,
Exploding
Flo?
would be unhealthy.
I agree.
See, Drapollo knows, and he's special.
Whoa! Hey,
You want to elaborate?
that is not
Not really. Charlie,
how you're.
I am unsure of what this means.
he thinks differently than the rest of us. Not worse, just differently.
Go
Charlie,
on.
this is.
You're floundering.
The light of
Charlie,
the
you-
moon shines a path forward for me.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
I like the moon too, but can we go fight the dragon, please, and stop this conversation?
Okay.
Very well.
High five for good luck. Charlie
You
gestures
better
to
not.
Flo.
You better not post that stuff on Fritter, Charlie. You're gonna get in trouble.
Fritter.
Yep.
That's the in-universe Twitter, everybody.
That's good.
Anyway, I high five Charlie.
Yeah.
That's really good. I want to be on Fritter.
Twitter is called Fritter, and the delicious treat is called an apple Twitter.
Oh my.
The only difference in this
The
universe.
only difference.
But the fruit's still called apple, and fritters are still a
duh.
thing.
Yeah, Fritter's social media platform.
They're
Oh
just
my.
I
called
see.
Twitter.
Okay.
Okay. So with the fog rolling in, it has obscured your vision. And you don't quite know where the entrance to the lair is because Valiance just told you it was nearby and did not provide any more details. So with the fog rolling in, I'm going to need... Well, actually, first of all, each and every one of you give me a history check to see what you know about dragon lairs. Oh, no.
All my knowledge.
Oh.
I'm guessing I know nothing. Just
I didn't know
gonna
much about
say
Dragon,
already.
so it tracks that I don't know.
Yeah,
about
no,
the
that
layer.
fits with your role play. Oh!
This seems a little off,
What?
Bill.
I
That's
Roll
right.
body slugger.
That's true.
How have the last 3 rolls Drapollo has done? 2 nat 20s and then a nat 1.
me and Drapollo.
I gooped out, man.
That's crazy.
I just just jump to a nat 20. I don't.
Okay.
I feel like this is fucking canon breaking. How do I
No,
know? anything?
This is perfect. I'm gonna start with Charlie. Charlie, on a
I'm
13,
ready.
you've heard in stories, just kind of passed around from like sailors and other ruffians that have kind of like come in and out of the wizard's like place of residence. Is that like you'll hear stories of like, oh, we encountered a dragon on the high seas. Oh, it changed the weather when it arrived. It was terrifying, stuff like that. But in terms of dragon layers, on a 13, you know that the presence of a dragon, and the older they get, this effect intensifies. The climate of an area will change. The terrain, the climate, and like even the local weather patterns will become that of the color of the dragon. So, Rell, you told them what color dragon you're hunting, right? Just to make sure.
It was red, right?
Yes, it's red. So a red dragon on a 13, you would expect to see a volcano. And Flo on a nat 20. God, on a nat 20.
Read about it in a Fritter thread.
No, I'll say that because you spent so much time in a Gaian temple, right? You would know that Gaia once employed the dragons in an attempt to population control humans on the planet.
This is the only interesting story in Bible study. I've failed every other fucking role related to religion, but somehow I'm like, oh shit, dragons, and I fucking paid.
So you know about the attempts of extermination that Gaia has tried to spread across the surface of the planet in an attempt to bring nature back and prevent overpopulation of humans and other humanoids that are taking resources from Earth. So you know that dragons was one of the earliest attempts that Gaia tried, because prior to Gaia's reign, dragons were just like neutral forces that kind of just did their own thing. But Gaia had tried to employ the dragons as a like force to kind of level the population. It failed because they're selfish creatures. But you know that through your studies in Gaian history, ancient dragons like to make lairs in places that are hard to get to because their hordes are massive and greatly coveted by those all around. So not only would, and you also know the information I gave Charlie, that the weather patterns and terrain would change, but you also know the lore of what's inside the lairs. You know that inside the lairs there are massive traps, there are trials, ways that dragons are keeping not only themselves but their hordes safe from intruders. You also know that they employ large numbers of small creatures such as kobolds and goblins, the kind of creatures that they can enforce their will upon. So you know that infiltrating a lair is not easy, especially an ancient dragon like you are here.
Excellent. Okay, Flo. my thing is like, I think Flo doesn't think of herself as a very smart person. So any knowledge that she does have, she's not about to like just like mansplain to everybody about how like dragon lairs work. So she's just gonna assume it's common knowledge until it kind of comes up.
But she's similarly. Charlie thinks that Rell will make fun of him if he mentions that his information is from like tales and legends. So Charlie keeps it to himself.
Oh no.
Yeah, Flo also doesn't want to open up about her traumatic past with religion, so she's gonna just like. All
right.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
So Rell on a 5. You know jack shit about dragon lairs and where to find them. So I will tell you what you can see, unless someone else is taking point. Whoever's taking point, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
I don't think Rell would let anyone else take point.
Yeah.
So if it's all the same with you.
Yeah.
Perception with disadvantage, you said?
Disadvantage because of the fog.
The fog is coming. The fog is coming. The fog is coming.
Damn. All right. On a 10, here's what you see. beyond the veil of the wild magic fog, off to the west, you see a massive storm brewing. Cumulonimbus clouds extending into the stratosphere, and gold yellow lightning just kind of like constantly going off, just like rapid fire. It is a very dangerous looking storm. Definitely not natural for this area. It is the type of weather pattern that you would not expect to see in a temperate climate such as Antarctica at the moment. Another formation you see is on a cliff face nearby, you see a large cave opening. There is a type of like gas that seems to be escaping from it, almost like smoke, but it's hard to tell what kind of, like, if it's like magical smoke or even just like maybe it's steam, but through the fog it's hard to tell. That's near one of the mountains off from the mountain range that the roost is in. Let's see. Off to the east, you see the outlines of some ancient skyscrapers. Some of them with their tops already toppled. Some skyscrapers are leaning on into each other and have just kind of settled into like this strange, like Stonehenge-like outline on the horizon. And then nearby, maybe a couple 100 feet, you see the ruins of what seems to be some sort of temple.
It would help if I knew the personality of this dragon. I figure a dragon would guard its keep, no matter, and I don't know what kind of gas is leaking out of that tunnel, but initial reaction just makes me think it's some kind of methane or something being expelled, like carbon dioxide from the dragon breathing or something.
Probably is gross.
Probably is gross. Yeah, you're right.
Can I know what that is, or do I need to roll?
I will say that Rell, do you point you pointed out the cave? Do you point any of the other structures out?
I don't think the city would be of anything. I think it's just some shit he destroyed. The dragon destroyed a long time ago. So I would just point out the cave and I guess the temple.
Okay. I will say the cave is a good like couple 100 yards up the cliff face, so it would require some traversing and climbing. The temple, however, is relatively nearby, maybe only a couple 100 feet, but is in the opposite direction of the cave and the mountain range that the roost resides in. So it's behind you.
I would love to go to the temple.
It is probably worth investigating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Valiance had said that the entrance to the lair was nearby. You guys go to the nearest structure. Makes sense. So you go to this temple. As you approach, Charlie, give me a perception with disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
And also Flo, perception with disadvantage. Yeah, you don't see anything, Charlie.
Charlie's just busy thinking about how he bullied Drapollo. I did it 15 times. How could he have never noticed?
Give me additional insight. Not with disadvantage.
23.
As you're approaching this temple, Flo, you like feel like something is watching you. That's where we're gonna take a break.
Break.
We're back from the break. Flo, you feel like you're being watched as you guys approach this ancient temple.
I huddle closer to Charlie.
You want another high five?
I think we're being watched. Glabio, survey the area.
Paranoia is a sign of psychological unease and unwellness.
Or it's the sign of someone actually watching me. So everybody, keep your eyes peeled. I peel my eyes.
Should keep your eyes peeled anyway. We're nearing a dragon's lair.
I feel like you guys are dismissing.
I try my best to dismiss most of what you say.
Damn.
Charlie opens his eyes up wide.
Okay.
In an effort to be like nice.
Charlie, you're an angel. Drapollo, you got any diagnosis on what Rell just said? I feel like you should intervene. You've been giving me a lot of heat. I feel like what Rell just said fucking sucks so bad. You got any?
If we are entering a dangerous area, I should prepare.
But what
And
about
then
just
he's-
missing what I
He
said?
just ignored you.
No, he just paid attention to the we're gonna go into a dragon's lair and it's dangerous part.
Damn it.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
so he says that and then he brings out two strange looking stones. One is an ion.
Hmm.
I can't remember how they're
Ion stone.
pronounced. Ion. Okay. One is an ion stone
Bad
of
word.
fortitude, the other of insight. He activates them, and then they start to kind of float and orbit around him slowly.
Okay.
Like they're little moons.
Yeah, go ahead and mark them as active, and I believe that adds 2 to both, was it con and wisdom?
Yes.
Charlie's just kind of watching them in awe. Like his head's like slightly rotating with the stones. Charlie's debating
I dropped my
casting
mouse. I
like
couldn't-
free casting minute meteors, but as the name suggests, they don't last
They
that
don't
long.
last long.
Oh, damn.
Actually, I
I'm
lied. They
gonna-
last 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's
Look.
10 minutes.
Yeah,
10 minutes,
concentration.
meteor.
Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Before you cast them, I will say as you approach this temple and it becomes less obscured by this fog, the banners outside of it are still intact, although the structure in and of itself is still like dilapidated and obviously unkept. There's some sign of like upkeep. The banners are intact. There are still intact windows. The steps and walkway leading toward it are not overgrown. And anyone who's interested, give me a religion check.
Oh,
Finally. I'm gonna like
My one and only is Luna,
And-
baby.
Rel, I think you get advantage on this, so go ahead and roll it with advantage.
Same
wow.
Drapollo.
I'm gonna stick my arm out as
Well, 10.
fuck, sorry.
Check religion.
Yes,
Also,
yes,
you get
indeed.
advantage on this too, Flo.
Nice. As we approach, I'm gonna be like, I know this. There's gonna be some fucking creepy troll living here. We gotta watch ourselves.
All right, is that everyone who's interested?
C.
Cool. Rel, you see runes and symbols that you don't quite recognize, but they are old. Very old. Flo, you recognize a very specific symbol on one of the banners. You've seen it in one of the texts at the Gaian temple, is that this is the mark of the goddess Terra, the goddess that preceded the goddess of Gaia.
What the hell? Guys, these are gonna be some real fundamentalists, okay? Keep your guard up.
Leo! What are you doing? Oh, sorry. There is a dog peeing in this room.
Oh
at
my
the moment.
god!
Uh-oh.
Leo!
Leo!
You should probably take care of that.
Leo!
Send Leo pics.
I thought Drapollo was gonna reunite with his friend Leo.
My friend, the fundamentalist.
Oh
He's
my.
here. Finally.
Finally, my purpose. It was to meet my good chum Leo.
Oh my.
Charlie's just kind of like standing around, tapping
I
his
would
foot,
believe it.
thinking about summoning meteors.
Charlie,
not
don't get
summoning
suckered in.
meteors. Holding it in.
Don't get suckered in by this religion, okay, Charlie?
Charlie's not really that religious.
Zach, don't become that way, okay? I'm gonna tap my foot on the tile and be like, "Hark! Who goes there?"
Silence. There's no
Have you
response.
ever said hark before?
I say hark occasionally.
I've just never heard
He
it.
says heart all the time.
Well,
I
Charlie's
just-
sorry. Charlie had
I
just
might
not,
not have
heard it.
said it around Charlie. You know, it's fair. Okay, we're entering your temple. Look around again to see if they react.
You
I'm gonna try it. Hark! Did I do it right?
That was pretty good.
Okay. So
very
we just go in now, right? Yeah.
yeah, very similarly to the ruined temple you guys had approached a few days ago. There was no response. You just hear the slight echo of your own voice.
Hmm.
Did they say hark back?
No. I think that's echolocation.
Oh, okay.
Rel, have you stopped and waited for them to do this, or have you just continued on it since you've actually taken point?
I'm continuing on.
Okay.
You approach the front door and it is locked.
All right. Gotta get my thieves' tools. Let's go.
Is it the kind of door that thieves' tools will enter, or is it like a big slab?
Good question. There is no lock to pick. It is deadlocked.
You haven't seen my thieves' tools. I pull out a crowbar.
Okay.
I
I suppose that counts as thieves' tools.
That is a
Yeah.
classic.
I guess,
That
yeah.
does
Oh, no,
count.
That's
but
not
when
even
I-
thieves'
Genius.
tools. That's thieves' tool.
I will say that will require athletics, I think, instead of sleight of hand.
What actually happened is I thought I had thieves' tools and I didn't. I just had a crowbar.
Oh my god.
Sorry,
Okay.
I just pull out a crowbar and try to wedge it in.
All right. Give me athletics to try and pry this door open.
Okay. That's a 16.
16, you pull and pull and pull. You hear this door like creak, but you can't quite get it to open, and you give up. So it's budged, but it you can't quite get it to fully open.
Do you require
Left guy.
assistance?
Drapollo, I don't know if you're actually going to be able to do a whole lot when you're just like a tiny little baby. I don't know that you're going to be able to open this big fucking heavy door.
Anyone else want to try something?
Let's get one of the beefcakes to help. Come on, Drapollo.
If we open it just a little,
We
could
might be-
Drapollo go underneath?
Drapollo, can you fit inside?
That's actually genius.
Drapollo,
Thank you.
now's your
Rell.
time.
I mean, if you're nervous about it, that's okay. But
I assume
Drapollo, don't worry.
he's preoccupied. Yes,
up
Drapollo would be able to fit.
Jam, we can't hear you if you're not aware of that.
I think he's cleaning up Leo.
Yeah,
piss.
I think he's busy.
Oh, good.
Rell, would you like to try?
I want to be giant and try and punch it down.
Okay. Give.
Actually, no, wait.
Uh-huh.
Explosive ammunition. I have that.
You do. I did give you that. That is true.
Oh,
that is a
there we
that is
go.
a thing that you have.
I have bombs.
Okay.
It's a bomb factory.
Um
They're bombs.
We don't want to destroy this temple.
You
Drapollo,
don't
you should
want to
just
destroy
like
this temple.
God. Okay.
Everyone
Alright.
back up.
he's got you there.
If Drapollo doesn't respond by the time I've fired, it's too late.
Drapollo found their voice. Drapollo.
How can I assist?
Oh,
Drapollo,
Charlie's
you-
like sticking to
you-
Rell's back, like hiding, just making sure that like Rell's facing away from him.
mhm,
you
mhm.
lucky duck.
Could you, Drapollo, can you like slip in between the doors?
Yes. And then
Right.
he just goes, slurps in.
See? All right, Drapollo, is there an opening mechanism from the inside?
Drapollo, when you slurp under the door, you find yourself in this large cathedral. Very well kept, very ornate stained glass. There's a pulpit of like empty chairs, and there are like lit torches, very warm, like orange flames, just kind of like light the area with like this welcoming light. When you hear them through the door, is there a opening mechanism on the inside? You see that the door is bolted shut with just a wooden plank.
There is something here closing the door. I may be able to remove it.
Use your abilities, Drapollo. I believe in you.
You-
Okay, well, he's just gonna try and pry it open. Just yank the thing off.
It's a wooden plank in like some rungs that are just blocking it short or locking. What the hell did I just say? Locking it shut.
in rungs.
Yeah. So you just
It's not like
It's
it's,
very-
nailed.
no, it's not
Okay.
nailed. So you just very easily slide it out, and the door is unlocked.
The door is unlocked.
Excellent.
I would have
try
preferred
and
to
pull
blow
it
it up.
So you guys enter and you see the same cathedral that I just described to Drapollo. Yeah, what do you guys do here?
Damn, what the hell? This place is crazy.
I want to investigate for anything about the dragon.
Okay.
Or the
Give
area.
me investigation. And anyone else that may want to do it, go for it.
Charlie will as well, but
That's
Charlie's
a good roll.
Charlie's staying behind Rell as much as possible.
Okay. So are you helping or are you also rolling your own investigation?
My own.
Okay. Okay, on a
As good as
19,
mine.
19 and a 1. Or sorry, 19 and an 11, my bad.
Hold on.
I'll start with Charlie. Charlie, you see just a lot of like stained glass depictions of like this beautiful like goddess like clad in green with a crown of like roses around the top of her head. She's not like portrayed as like regal as like other goddesses are, like in like long flowing cloaks. She is dressed like not in a dress. I don't know how to describe. She's dressed in like how do I describe this? Just much
Like
more
a
modest.
pantsuit?
No, 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 no,
You
no,
got
no, no, no.
HRC?
No, much more modest, like as if she were an adventurer herself.
Like a sweater and jeans.
No.
She's like the girl. She's the goddess next door. She has like thick rimmed glasses. Like,
You know what? Sure, she has
But
glasses.
if she takes
No,
them
no, no,
off
no,
and lets
no,
her
I
hair
don't.
down, she'd be beautiful.
exactly. No, I don't want it. I like the description you gave. I don't want it to be.
Yeah,
that.
she's dressed like not in a regal like ancient Greek dress or
Just a
anything like
bunch
that.
of random
Just-
robes.
Yeah, literally just like a few random robes. You see a bow like strapped behind her back. You see that she has like a few like it's hard to tell with the stained glass, but it looks like she has a few like armor pads on. But other than that, it's like much more practical, like not regal attire. On a 19 Rell, you see what I just described to Charlie, but additionally you see a library, like not a library, like a bunch of shelves toward the back of the cathedral. And as you approach, you see that these texts are relatively well kept, like they're not faded. And you begin browsing through them, and you will find what you're looking for, but I will give other people time to mess with things if they want.
Yeah, I'm really like into the depiction. I don't know if I'm pretty sure I probably have only heard like rumor of Tara before. I doubt that I've ever like seen like art of her, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm like very like drawn to it and like just investigating any like cool looking like religious stuff. Obviously she is stays a little bit away from texts because that's a struggle area for her, but just like you know like she wants to look at like whatever imagery and like
Okay.
stuff that might be moving to her.
What check would this be? I guess perception. And Charlie, you said you're following Rell around, right?
That is correct.
Right,
Just keeping Rell's like if Rell has a shooting cone like in a video game, Charlie is staying firmly behind it.
Fair enough. Okay.
Like a respectable distance, like 3 feet, giving him his
Gotcha.
personal bubble.
So,
but
are you also
you know,
looking through texts with Rell?
not particularly.
Oh, you're just with him.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Flo, on a 16, you're looking at these stained glass depictions, and it seems to tell a story. If you look at these stained glass depictions in order, give me insight to see if you can decipher what these are.
18.
Damn. All right. What happened to those low rolls from earlier? Okay. Well, here's the lore. You're doing the lore rolls today. So the first stained glass depiction, what I described, was this woman in a like very like modest, very down to earth outfit. She's walking.
Literally.
Yeah. And then as these pictures go on, you see another photo of her meeting another woman. This woman is dressed in blue, and she is dressed more like a goddess.
And they were roommates.
You also see a depiction
And
of
they
the
were
moon
best friends
in the corner.
Oh, yeah, the moon.
Drapollo goes there.
As soon as I see a picture of the moon, I glance to make sure Drapollo and like Charlie are not paying attention because I'm like, God, these fucking guys and their moon. I don't want to go off again.
The next photo
Can I
is
say, I'm over the moon.
so this stained glass photo of these two women. The woman in blue is kind of set slightly above where the woman in green is, and the next stained glass photo to the right, they are now on equal footing. And the woman in green is now dressed in a slightly more regal attire while also retaining her bow and some of her armaments on her arms and legs. The next one, this is the one above the pulpit where the priest you would think would give their sermons, is a photo of the two women back to back with a pack of wolves in the background and the moon directly above both of them.
Whoa.
Then continuing on to the other side of the church is the two women. They appear to both be clad in white, in long flowing gowns. And the woman, you recognize the woman who was dressed in green, still has her crown of roses on her head, but along with it, there's now a veil of vines over her face. And the woman who's dressed in blue is now also in a white gown with a, what do you call it? You ever seen those, it's an aurora. There's an aurora behind her.
Ooh.
Wow.
Hey.
That's romantic. I like that a lot.
The next one is the woman in green and the woman in blue are exchanging gifts. The woman in blue appears to be giving a wolf to the woman in green, and the woman in green appears to be giving the woman in blue a plant.
Whoa. Okay.
And then the final stained glass depiction is the woman in green appearing to laying down on her back on a table with the crown of roses on her head is now a crown of thorns, and there is a red streak flowing down from the table. And behind her is a woman clad in red, holding a sword, a shield, and there's a dragon behind her. The sword is dripped in this red color,
Oh my god.
and that is what you see.
I think Flo has just like chills going over her spine. She's like, okay, wow.
Do you need me to spell out the story, or do you think you got it?
Okay. Is the woman in green Gaia?
Terra, the goddess that
Terra-
preceded
yes, sorry,
Gaia.
Terra. Yes. And then the woman in blue would be Gaia, which is the current, like,
The woman in
Earth.
blue is always depicted with the moon above or behind her.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So perhaps she is Luna?
Yes.
Got it. And then the woman in red, like that part has thrown me. I don't really know if Flo has a lot, unless that's Mother Earth.
I will say the woman in red, while the depiction is vague because it is in stained glass, but Gaia is usually depicted with a sword and a shield, very similarly to the woman depicted here.
Okay, so there was a former goddess of Earth who had like a more of a relationship and connection to the goddess of the moon, a very deep relationship, wink.
Mm-hmm.
And
They were
then
roommates.
They were roommates.
They were roommates. And then the gifts was a wolf and a plant. That's interesting. So they gave a plant, because I was wondering if the plant was like the tree or whatever, or like the ancient trees that like they
It
use.
was a snack for the wolf.
It was the new vegan thing that
Mm.
even dogs can survive on. I was wondering if that was to do with the tree at the roost that's like seems to be able to like create life even where like it shouldn't be able to be created. I guess that's still a possibility, but it sounds like, because I would probably know. I've definitely met people who've come from the moon before,
Mm-hmm.
so like I would know there's vegetation there.
How
So
did it get
maybe
there?
that was like the gift. It was like the gift of life to the moon, basically. And then the wolf. I don't really know what the wolf would be. That's very interesting. Do I know any lore about wolves?
If you want, give me another nature check.
It's a 9.
I mean,
Yeah,
wolves
think the
howl at
wolf
the
is throwing
moon.
me for a loop. Yeah.
Very true.
You don't
and
know
then
why they howl at the
She
moon.
was, but ultimately, she was slain by Gaia. That's very interesting. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of like reeling a little bit as I look at all of these.
Okay. The Wildflow's processing that. Drapollo, what are you up to, guy?
Drapollo goes over to the stained glass window with the biggest description or
Depiction.
depiction, yes, of the goddess Luna.
Mm-hmm.
He
And
just goes up and stares at it.
you feel a deep connection with this figure.
Mm.
Me and Drapollo are gonna become lesbian lovers.
The one that calls to you the
We're gonna
most,
become
Drapollo,
roommates.
the one that calls to you the most is the picture of the wedding, where they're exchanging gifts. Or post-wedding, sorry, where they're exchanging gifts. The one with the wolf and the plant. You give me a history check with advantage.
Does that just work out to regular?
Oh yeah, they'll be
the
neutral. You're
exhaustion?
right. Yeah.
Man, I should just stop saying anything.
No,
if you're
thank
gonna
you for
forget it
keeping
every
track of
time.
it. God bless. Roll again.
Because now I
Fuck
get a
it.
5.
Roll again. I'm giving this to you. Consider it
get the 4.
inspiration. Okay. I'll consider that like inspiration because you've been role playing very, very well.
I have? Okay, I'll take it.
On a 16, I will say that given your origin, the time of your origin, you know what becomes of this place. And this symbol of life being bestowed upon Luna kind of like moves you because you understand why you were created. And now you understand the origin of everything that you come from.
Oh my god.
I look at Drapollo looking at the thing, and I'm like, "Were you saying something about the moon earlier?"
Yes. The goddess Luna has gifted me life. Without that
Whoa.
gift, and when that gift is taken, I will not be. I am here in the service of others. I always was, even before I became.
Do you have any idea what happened to you?
We, it, they were nothing before. Just a collection of different vials, of different potions, ointments, treatments. No entity. And it was with the power of the moon we were able to become something. That and the hope of those who may be saved by such treatments.
You're like living medicine?
Yes.
Whoa. Your goddess seems like pretty cool.
Yes.
Do you have any idea what that wolf would be?
Why is the wolf hanging you up?
Question.
It's cool.
Would I though?
Maybe they know.
I'll use that 16. On a 16 history check. Actually, this 16 history check will allow you to roll a religion check without disadvantage.
Ooh.
Charlie finally picks up on the fact that everyone's saying moon a lot.
Yes,
He
you
kinda walks over
overhear
and listens.
this.
You do?
Charlie.
You do.
Yes.
Charlie,
Thought it
Rell
would have
is-
been sooner.
Charlie, Rell's gonna shoot you right away.
So
Charlie's
Charlie,
not like interrupting, but just wants to come over and listen.
yeah, I'll say that you now tune into the conversation from here on out. And you also notice that the moon is being depicted in these stained glass murals. Drapollo, on a religion check of 19, you know that Terra, the goddess of old earth, was the goddess of love and nature, and Luna is the god of love and protection. This gift of the wolf was to give Earth a natural protector that would live and flourish in its environment on Earth. It was the first wolf, and it is a symbol of the love between Terra and Luna. And the seed depicted in the image is, well, it's a seed. It's seed.
Give me the plan.
She gave her seed, if you know what I'm saying, fellas. But yeah,
Deflowered.
damn.
God.
But yeah, you understand all of that.
I see.
Oh, you look like you understood something. Can I know it?
You didn't even roll for perception, you cheater.
She's very insightful.
Yeah.
Oh, insight. My bad.
Mhm.
Well, you got me there.
I'm paying a lot of attention to Drapollo right now.
We see now. We were brought to heal, but also to protect. It is as the goddess of the moon wishes.
Wow.
And it is also as we wish.
So, are you a wolf? Charlie came into like half this conversation, so I might be a
think
little
it's
lost.
metaphor.
No.
Okay, just checking.
I want to like look again at the portrait of Gaia, like standing in the background of the portrait of Terra,
Mm.
and just like, can I read like a facial expression or anything?
Give me insight.
Okay,
Ooh, from the stained glass?
it's a 10.
It's hard to tell because it is stained glass, but given your experience in the Gaian temple and with the Gaian religion in general, your knowledge of the history and events that have transpired on Earth and Gaia's repeated attempts to exterminate sentient life on the planet, you get the feeling that the expression attempting to be portrayed here is that of vengeance.
Why? Damn it. Is there like no priest here to explain shit for me? I don't know. I mean, I
Should have
think
paid more attention in religion school.
well, it sounds like they would
Not
have
just to the dragons.
It sounds like they would have taught me some fucking bullshit. It sounds like I gotta like, figure this shit out by myself. I don't know. I find myself like drawn to Terra and like wanting to take her side, but yeah, I don't know everything that went down because this isn't like depicting that. Yeah, okay. Unless there's like anything else that like stands out in the temple, for me to look at, or any fucking creepy priests that are. I really want to like search because it's being upkept, so I want to find who is keeping it up.
Hmm.
I would love to like investigate or.
We will cut to Rell first because Rell's been rummaging through the books and has found a book with the description of a dragon.
Let's go.
So Rell, you find a text that depicts the defeat of the goddess Terra.
Oh.
You know that when Gaia first manifested, she employed the wrath of the dragons. And the ancient dragon that she employed at the beginning of her tenure was named Ember Chunk.
Ember Chunk.
Ember Chunk.
Chunko.
And there's not a lot of descriptions other than he was rotund.
Oh no, sent
He
in
was
the big boy.
red and rotund. And he
Fellow.
offered his power to the service of Gaia in a vain attempt for power, and with their powers combined, usurped the goddess Terra and the goddess Gaia was deemed the new power of Earth.
So we're fighting a fat boy.
You're fighting a fat boy who has, granted with the assist, killed a god.
How does it say anything about like exactly how it killed?
It doesn't say exactly how. You know how religious texts are. They say things in very vague terms, and
Tell me about it.
it says with his overwhelming intellect and power,
With his great, terrible roundness.
and his roundness.
Intellect. Perhaps.
I will say another description they use for him is cunning.
He serves cunt, I see.
So true.
I'm glad that,
Well, you can't
That
say
said,
Mallory likes that.
you read further, and you see that after Gaia employed Ember Chunk, Gaia did not trust Ember Chunk, and then tasked him to attack humanity, knowing full well that even though he was great and powerful, the humanoids on the planet would eventually take him down.
Excellent. I was worried we'd invoke some kind of wrath if we went for the dragon.
But
But it seems it's a loner.
But
he suspected this betrayal and abandoned his duties to attack humanity.
For what purpose, Master Chief?
To gather gold.
Is that really why?
Yes, no, that's exactly what
Oh,
it says.
He's a dragon.
Pure-blooded through and through dragon.
And
And you, ship dragon, just glassed half a continent.
Thank you.
speaking of, actually, this is a lore thing that you guys may have missed, but the Sahara Desert is glass. Just as a side note, in this
That's true.
in this universe, the Sahara Desert is glass, but nobody knows how it became glass.
The flood landed there.
oh,
How many Halo references can we get in tonight?
Oh, believe me, there are more to come.
I mean,
Let's
we're going
go.
to finish the fight, right?
So true.
Oh my god, that's who's counting? Who's counting? Not me.
Ba, ba, ba. Okay, but that is the information you gleaned that this dragon
Oh my
is not only powerful enough to with assistance kill a god, but also was enough to escape the influence of another god that had employed it in its service.
And we're going to kill it with bullets and weird moon magic.
And Marika is Radon?
Crazy.
Crazy dog.
Marika Trans? Crazy.
Radon. Who is she? I don't remember.
What's his
Radagon.
name? Radagon.
Radagon, thank you.
Fake fan.
They're all our names. That's the number one fiction rule. You don't have the same letter starting multiple
Yeah.
names.
it's the most
all
annoying
ours
thing
now.
You if you're
ever.
George R. R. Martin.
So true. All right, but yeah, that is the information you glean.
Not much to go off of. All we know is that it's bullshit strong and intelligent. And that's the intelligence is the part I was a little bit worried about. It's not just some big hulking beast.
Mhm.
We have to think about it. And thinking
It's
is not
giving
exactly
real
this
fish.
group's forte.
Right. Yeah.
I'll put the book back. I'll go over, meet up with the others.
Okay. You relay the information you found?
Yes. Don't be stupid. He's smart and big and really chunky. Don't make fun of his weight.
Why would we have done that to begin with?
He's really big. He's a hefter, you know?
Well, now that you've told me not to make fun of his weight, I'm gonna struggle not to.
Is that how this works?
Yes.
Because I told you not to do something. Really?
Child.
Rell, Charlie has been traveling with you for a while now, as has Flo and Guy when he's not in a coma. You should, and Drapollo's also there. You should really know how these things work at this point.
I'm telling you because I know how they work. We go in, you see that he's big, you make fun of him. I'm telling you not to because I know that's what you would do.
We will not mention his size if it is helpful.
I believe you, Globio, but Not them.
Charlie
Why
will
would you-
try.
Why would you think that of me?
Flo
have I
will
ever
not.
what have I ever commented on anyone's physical appearance?
Oh
in
my.
every way?
Several
What
times.
time is it?
Look, if he's a thunkus, why can't I call him a thunkus?
Oh my.
He's very old, so if you're going to criticize him, use modern slang. I bet he's been cooped up there for a while. He probably doesn't know.
Yeah, he's probably.
If
never
we
heard
say
of a
fat with an
thunkus.
inflation, or with an inflection, like with the pH, do you think he would be able to pick up on the nuanced difference, or do you think he would just think we were using fat as opposed to fat?
I feel like you would have to change your entire just vocabulary, the way you pronounce every word, to pull that off.
I mean, Charlie can change his appearance, but his vocabulary.
You can't even refer to yourself in the correct person. You cannot do that.
Charlie,
Go on.
I
Say it.
can
That's 2.
when I think about it, which I am doing
3.
at this moment. Also, we stopped the counter.
I don't care. I don't
Aw.
care. I'm counting.
No, it's
No, this is
we're
in
only-
character. He's counting. You messing
The
it up.
ice cream comes from Drapollo this time. That's the rule.
The ice cream is
Yes.
made of his body.
Can we keep going
Yes.
and
Don't
fight
make
the
fun of his
dragon who
weight.
is not old, or who is old but not fat?
Don't make fun of his weight or age. Please.
Oh.
Charlie,
Unless it
Okay.
gets him off my back.
Such a
then-
liberal, Rell.
Rell. Something I do want to note that Rell would also take note of is that he was already considered ancient back when Gaia employed him.
Woo!
He's mega old. He's triple overtime now. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, so we're literally
That
gonna
man's
fight
expired.
the dragon that fucking killed Terra?
With the assist, but yes.
That's insane.
He didn't do it on his own. He's not the real
He couldn't.
one.
He couldn't do it on his own. I'll tell
I
you that
want
much.
to fight the robot
To be
more,
fair.
or more now.
Who could, you know?
Man could only do layups.
This dragon couldn't shoot a 3-pointer. I'll if it tried. Need an assist.
So round it could be the ball.
Please don't say that. Alright, I've gathered everything I need from
Nope.
here.
As of
If you all are ready,
Uh,
I would like to proceed.
Flo, you said you wanted to look at something earlier?
Or I did want to see if I could just find fucking any trace of whoever is keeping this place up.
Okay. Give me either investigation or perception, and you'll learn different things depending on which one you choose.
Okay. Can I try both or
1.
At
At least for now.
I mean,
Pick one.
I'm better at perception. 16.
16. Yeah, you notice that the floor is swept, that it is not dusty, which means whoever was here must have been here within the last couple of days, if not day. On a 16, you also notice a cellar door behind the pulpit.
There he is. Yep. Okay.
And notably, it is in the same spot, or a very similar spot, to the ruined temple you guys had ventured into before.
Whoa. Okay.
You know how that one had
Um,
caved in?
Yeah.
This
I
would
remember
match
that.
up with the layout of the previous one.
That's crazy. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna be like, guys, I think I found our fucking crook. And I'm gonna go to the cellar door.
It is locked.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my thief's.
Do you
tool.
have these tools now?
No, it's my thief's tool.
The tool.
Oh, all right. Give me another
You got
athletics.
that tooly thing.
The Gordon Freeman.
9.
Nah, it does not even budge. It's a much smaller door, but for some reason this one does
Flavio!
not move.
Do you
Flavio,
require assistance?
I need you to get in here. Find the fucking guy who's running this fucking place.
You require me to slip through this entrance.
Yeah. And see if you can open it up.
Okay. and then does that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's enough.
If there's
enough of a
there is a
crack.
crack, it will happen.
Yeah, no, if there's any space, you can just
Whoa,
No, it's like with
this
a
guy's awesome.
yeah. It's like with a cat.
if you can fit your head,
Turns
you can
into
just
water.
squish.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can 100% slip under this door, and very similarly, it is like it's not bolted, but it's latched. So it's also notably locked from the inside.
Interesting. Wait. So if it's just a simple latch from the other side,
Yeah,
then
you can just
undo
you
that.
can just pop
All
it
right,
open.
once more.
But notably, it's latched from the inside, which means whoever locked it is on that side of the door.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm gonna
The
observe.
door is open now.
Okay, guys, I know we have to go. I just want to run down here and find whatever gremlin is running this place. I'm gonna run down the stairs.
Are you going alone?
Does anyone want to come?
Charlie thinks we should really focus on the dragon bit.
Is there
I
a health
agree with-
bar? Is boss music playing?
I can hear boss music in the distance. I don't know.
Are you going alone?
The music all cut out before this big door. There's probably something going on.
Well, I'm calling it. Well, because Rell and Charlie wanted to leave, so are they not giving me any pushback?
No.
You can go in. I don't care.
Go for it.
No, I've been like they're like we want to leave, and I'm like I want to go check.
I'm
this
saying
place
I'm
out.
ready to go. I'm just if you have shit to do, do it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Are you
Claudia,
going
You
alone?
want to come?
If you require assistance, I will provide it.
I mean, no, what do you want to do, man?
I wish to help and protect you. All of you.
But what about? I can't deal with it. Okay, you can just wait up here, and I'll go by myself. It's fine. I go
Okay.
alone.
All right. So, Flo. Okay. You venture downward alone. Down these spiral staircases. This tunnel lets out into a cavern very similar to the last temple.
Also, I'm leaving Guy up there.
You're leaving Guy up there. Cool. So
Leo, carry this. He's my
the
important
spiral
partner.
staircase downward lets out into a cavern very similar to the last one, where it is a large tunnel with like bricks on the sides with torches on either side of the tunnel. However, unlike the last one, which had crimson blood red flames, this one has warm, normal orange flames. As you are you being careful, or are you just going?
Okay, so I've called down several times. Hello? Is anyone down here? Hello?
You once again just hear your own voice just a few seconds after.
I know you're down here. I just want to like chat.
You
The
hear
murals are cool.
you once again hear your own voice echoed back.
Is it a clone of me down there? No. Don't be stupid, Flo. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going.
Tall order.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep going, even though the DM keeps going. Ooh, are you sure?
What's your
I'm just gonna
passive
keep going.
perception?
It's pretty high.
All right, give it to me.
It is a 15.
Oh, on a 15, you are walking down the corridor and you notice one of the bricks is out of line. And upon closer inspection, you notice that all the other bricks, like up on the row, are kind of like all shifted slightly.
I touch brick.
Give me a dex save.
That's a 12.
You don't save. That was man. All right. So you bend down.
There's a lot of judgment coming in my direction.
I'm genuinely shocked you didn't make it. Was a DC 13. I don't. Anyway, you touch the brick, and
Going alone?
all of a sudden, this like volley of arrows just like shoots out from the side of the tunnel, and you take. Roll 3d6. Take 8 piercing damage.
Oh.
as these small, like dart-like arrows just kind of like stick into you.
Ow. Hey, what the fuck, man?
I'm gonna cut back to the rest of the people in the temple. Guy, you are awake apparently.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, I'm alive.
He felt his sister be injured
all right.
and it reactivated
Yeah,
him.
no, you know what? Yes, Guy, I'm gonna say that you
I
were.
yelled in pain.
I'm gonna say you were unconscious this whole time. After the battle with the shark, you kind of just fell into a coma because you had too much fun. And you wake up on a stretcher in this weird temple/church with
Man.
with Charlie and Rell and Drapollo just kind of like standing around, just waiting. And
Oh,
the
man, I
reason
had
you
this
woke
crazy
up
dream that Charlie was a boy.
for that,
There's
Yeah.
like a goop guy.
I am a boy. Charlie can also use
Oh.
I now.
I want to go back to bed.
Oh.
yeah, you guys
I
hear
fucking
Flo
jumped
scream.
up. Where am I?
So, Guy, you see around you, you're in a cathedral, relatively well kept, stained glass portraits all around, but that you do not have time to analyze as you just heard your sister scream out in pain. The origin of her scream is down a dark cellar hallway, and
go.
everyone else is just kind of like standing around. All right, yeah, the rest of you,
I
you see
go.
Guy just shoot up and just sprint down this stairwell. He has no idea where he is, but he's going. What do you guys do?
Do you require assistance?
Is that to me?
I think that was a
Yes.
question for the room.
I don't think he's waiting for assistance.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm going. I'm not responding.
All right, Rell, Charlie, what are you guys doing?
I'll follow.
Well,
Everyone's going. I guess I'll go too.
If literally everybody else goes, Drapollo's gonna follow them.
Mhm.
Like,
I just want to fight the dragon.
yeah, you guys walk down and you
should
see.
call this guy Drapollo.
Oh my! You see
Ooh.
Flo with like 3 like dart-like arrows just sticking out of her left shoulder.
Flo! I look towards
What did you
anyone who went in
do?
was shot.
The wall shot me, guy. Kill it.
I punched the wall.
Roll the hit, I suppose.
I don't think he's gonna miss.
That one.
You break your fucking finger.
What the fuck is this wall made out of?
Guy, you're completely off your game. Were you having too much fun again?
I was at work in my dream and it took too long. Man, I'm off my game.
No.
Oh man.
You didn't stretch before you
Anyway.
punched.
There's some goon
Yeah.
down here that I'm trying to talk to and they won't respond to me.
Also, we're like
So
at
the
the entrance of the
wall's gone?
dragon's lair, FYI.
Did
That's
you say that to me in
I
character?
said, do you guys, and you guys were like, oh, just do whatever you want.
Yeah, Rell and Charlie, now that you're down here, you recognize that this is very similar to the temple that you had traversed before, where you fought the Forgotten Hand.
Now the question is, does Charlie remember how that went? Because there was a lot going on at the time.
There
were like
was a
ghosts,
lot going
children,
on.
and all sorts of things.
There was a lot going on.
Charlie can't remember if there were traps or how those traps worked.
There were no traps.
And he remembers there were no traps. So he's going to plunge forward and try and help Flo.
Yeah, so you move forward. Have you like moved back from the trap trigger, or?
I mean, I definitely have. I pressed a button, right? Or was it? Okay, the brick was on the wall that I pressed,
No,
right?
brick was on the floor.
Oh, I wouldn't have.
Sorry,
pressed
I
it
should have.
on
I should have
the
been
floor.
more specific.
That's all good. No, it's all good. All right. I'm like, don't step on this brick, and I step over it.
All right.
Can I destroy the brick without
Charlie's
help?
going to back away from the brick after that suggestion.
You can certainly try. How do you do it?
I'm asking Flo. Would you like me to destroy the brick because the brick hurt you?
No, because we probably need to be more efficient, so we can just move on.
We need the brick. We need the brick alive.
We let's just try it on the way back up.
Oh, okay, all right, cool.
Okay, so now that you guys are aware of the trap, you can very easily avoid it. As you guys are continuing to walk, give me active perception checks. Anyone who is keeping an eye out for traps.
Well, I'm certainly not doing that. Not doing
I don't
that.
know if I'm keeping
Damn.
them out for traps, but
Well,
I
damn.
don't
I
really
do
know
not-
where I am.
I don't give a
so.
shit.
Damn, bro.
Well, now that I know that I'm supposed to be a protector, I guess it would be in character.
Yeah.
You know, surely there was only one trap.
Who's on point? That's the real question.
This guy's doing all right.
I'll be on point.
All right,
I got a
Flo's on
22.
point. Flo, on a 22, you recognize that there is a wire at about 3 feet off the ground that extends all the way across the tunnel.
Okay. Hey everyone, there is a wire here. Let's jump over it.
It's 3 feet up.
Is that jumpable?
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
I'm an
You,
acrobat.
you can jump or you can duck. It's like both are applicable.
Charlie's gonna jump it, and Charlie's gonna get a running start.
Okay. With a running start, I think you can clear it. What's your strength?
Oh, I was gonna do an acrobatics check.
Oh, yeah, go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
Because it'd be funny.
Yeah, this will determine how cool
20
you
on
look.
acrobatics.
On a 13, Charlie looks pretty secret agent as he does it.
I want to do like a vault over it and like into a tuck and roll. Is that possible with a 13? Or is that
On a
little tough?
13, you scuff yourself up a little bit, but
Maybe
you
just hero
land it.
landing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You land it. All right, so yeah, you guys again have gotten past this trap.
Yeah, Drapollo is so short that it's about the same height as them, so just kind of like scrunches down by 2 inches and is fine.
Okay.
Guy, did you know that Drapollo is only a foot tall?
It's
What?
like 3 feet.
None of us knew that. No, it's not. It's 1 foot.
It's like a
I
little.
thought your
No,
brother
you're
was
gaslighting
like a
me.
pretty
No, because
sizable, loopy guy.
you're a small creature. We talked about this. That's why we were all shocked.
Yeah,
I
doesn't
thought
3 feet
that
fall into
you-
that category?
No, I don't think so.
I thought a lot
Anyway.
of things. Also, does Charlie still look like? What is Charlie looking like right now? By the way,
Charlie
just
looks
for
like
my
a-
own.
Like a 17-year-old street urchin is what Flo so rudely put, is how Flo put it.
I'm
Oh,
furrowing my eyes at you, just so you know, throughout most of what we're doing.
Charlie looks like a normal human.
Mm,
His eyes are still a little glowy though, like they still glow yellow, but otherwise. But now it's like he has like normal irises and pupils, but his eye color is golden.
I don't like it. I don't like this guy anymore. No, I'm just kidding.
From here on out, you guys continue down, and those are the only like traps. You find no other traps as you continue downward. If anyone wants to, no. Yeah, that's all you find. And you come across a door, which you recognize from the layout of the previous temple, for this to be like leading into supposedly an antechamber, if the layout is similar to the last one. However, as you approach to this door, there is a face that kind of makes itself known above the top of the door. It is a face made of stone, and it opens its eyes and looks at each and every one of you and says, "What business do you have here?"
Oh, hi. I just wanted to.
Where are we? Sorry.
Shush now. I wanted to speak to whoever the honorable person was who was keeping up this temple, because I think that they're pretty cool.
You wish to speak with Ember Chunk, the ancient dragon.
Sorry, repeat that. My
No.
headphones just died at the fucking worst time ever.
You wish to speak with Ember Chunk, the ancient dragon.
I
laugh.
do a big fucking cartoon gulp. Um,
You have made it past his deadly traps, many of which would fell the most dangerous of adventurers.
these cunning traps.
Damn. Most people are shitters.
You may pass if you can answer this riddle.
Okay. I look to my.
Oh my god, red alert. It's riddle time.
We're gonna face the ancient dragon. All we gotta do is solve this riddle.
Okay. Wait, the dragon's here.
I mean,
Sorry,
I
I'm playing
guess
catch up.
his name's
Okay,
Ember Chunk,
cool.
and he's
I
plus
figured.
size. Okay,
Alright.
I accept your riddle, Riddle Master.
Very well. After one challenges fate, what always comes too late?
It's got a rhyme, right?
One challenges fate. What always comes too late?
Gotta be
Can I
like.
ask questions about the riddle?
You may ask 3 questions.
Okay,
What's the
hold
answer to
on.
the riddle?
All right, guys. All right.
That is your
put it-
first question.
That was my first question.
Aw.
Shit. Okay.
That was your second question.
Shit.
Don't
shit.
say any other questions.
Shit.
I'm not asking the stone statue, but was there
Is this out of
was my
character or
question
is it-
ignored? Like, did my
What was your
question-
question?
I said,
Oh
what,
no!
I said, what is the answer to the riddle?
Oh, no. Yeah, didn't you hear that?
I did not hear that. So I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say since I didn't hear that, the stone face didn't hear that.
Well, I'm
Okay,
gonna ask
okay,
it.
You're gonna ask
Okay,
it.
wait, listen.
You're gonna ask
Yeah.
it.
Yes,
gonna
ask it. Ask it.
All right.
What's the
Let's
answer?
huddle. We
What
gotta
is the
huddle. up.
answer to
This
the
is
riddle?
our one shot.
The answer to the riddle is a single word.
A single word.
God damn it. Okay.
That is
okay.
incorrect. You have 2
Aw,
more
man.
tries.
Oh, shit.
Okay. You guys have to fucking stop talking. We gotta. Okay. I can't ask if we can huddle because you're not gonna answer it. Okay.
I forgot the riddle.
Yeah, can we have a
Like, okay. After what?
Perhaps it is
What?
hindsight.
Y'all are
Would you-
stupid.
What?
When dealing with
Oh,
fate,
wait.
what comes
What
too
do-
late,
what
something
always
like
comes
that.
Too late.
Repeat it.
When dealing with fate, what comes too late, I think?
Always comes too late.
Always comes too late. Hindsight doesn't rhyme. It can't be hindsight. It has to rhyme.
I feel
right?
like it
Why
should
does it have to rhyme?
because
I
the
was gonna
rest
say-
of it
feels
rhymes.
like it.
We
I
should
think
have
regret,
asked if it
but-
rhymed.
They should
I
have.
wanted to
That would
ask.
have been great.
But doesn't
Like, is
regret
this
come
like
right
a
on time?
metaphor? Or
The
is it like
profit
a
of
riddle?
regret.
Words so easy.
Regrets?
Let me know what you guys answer in character.
We haven't given an answer yet.
Okay.
Oh,
Other
we're
than the one-
discussing in character.
It counted goddamn it for some reason, but
It counted. God damn it! As an answer.
No, I
Well, that was
said a
a-
single word.
well, I know that, but then it said that we only have 2 guesses left.
Oh,
Yeah, that was your first one.
damn.
But would the get was
What
the
was
guess
our
a
first
single
guess?
word?
The
No,
guess
hold
was
on.
guy saying a single word.
Oh.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair that we got fucking demerited for that. That's and
Yeah.
I'm glad we ruled that out the list because I would have.
I don't know why it didn't work, but
Charlie's the only one who's gotten any information out of this whole situation.
Yeah, well, but I wanted to ask.
You asked too.
That's true.
what are people late to do?
Yeah, regret is cool, but I don't. I feel like it's got to be. It's
I
got to
think
have like
it's-
a like tricky element, you know, where like there's no way it's because you have to be like, oh, you know what I mean?
Okay.
True. That's true.
What is it? What's the rhyme? In matters of fate.
Masturbate.
I don't remember what it is.
Why does it have to rhyme?
I know. I'm
Date.
trying to remember the riddle right now.
Plate.
When trying to
In
deal
matters
with
of
one's
fate.
fate.
In matters of fate, what always comes too late.
In matters of fate. Okay.
I don't
Great.
remember the part very well, and I don't think that they're. If we say to the stone statue, repeat the riddle, that's a command.
We already used up our questions. It's not going to matter if we ask it another question, right?
This one is machine and nerve and has its mind concluded.
Is there an audio? Is there like a button I can play to like replay it like on one of those like
But
foreign language
this
sets?
one
Have you tried asking it?
flesh and faith
Flesh
and is the more diluted.
diluted. Yeah.
What
Please.
the fuck are you talking about?
Statue, could you please repeat the riddle?
That is
Two
a
corpses,
question. I cannot
one
answer
grave.
any more questions.
Statue, please repeat the riddle.
Repeating the riddle. After challenging fate, what always comes too late?
After challenging
Does-
fate.
does-
Whoa,
Does him repeating it reset the question counter?
that would be amazing.
That is a question. I cannot answer any more questions.
Okay,
Damn it.
Yeah, I was going to be like, there are 2 left.
Okay, so if it can't answer a question, what if I just go answer the riddle?
I tried that. I didn't try command.
Give me a persuasion check.
Gaylord says what?
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
That's a good point, actually.
I'm commanding it to answer the riddle.
Give me a persuasion check.
18.
Pretty persuasive.
Its mouth opens and it mouths a word, but you can't hear it.
Oh,
Shit.
But can I read its lips?
we read
Yeah,
it.
I'm like-
Probably not. Can I get a first syllable, maybe?
Yeah, what would I roll to read lips?
You can
Is
tell
it
it's
just
two.
like
It's a
those
2-syllable
things
word.
about
2-syllable word. Charlie, on a 13.
It
Ingrate. Deteriorate.
so it's not going to be like a fate late.
Well, hold
'cause
on.
It's
I don't
2
think
syllables. Hesitate.
Think fake. 'Cause we
That's
gotta
3
Ooh.
syllables. Hesitate.
we gotta think about like challenging fate.
Hesitate's a pretty good answer. I'm not going to lie, but it's not the answer.
Yeah.
What do you do when you challenge fate? Like that's
How often do you challenge fate?
Daily?
every fucking day of my life, bro.
Well, like,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Damn.
you push forward, right? Like you heed caution, or you don't heed. You throw caution to the wind when you challenge fate, or you.
And then what comes
Fight the
to
power. Row, fight the power.
Let's reflect on our experiences challenging fate. What happened afterwards?
It usually goes poorly for a while, and then kind of gets good.
Hmm.
But I don't think it's going to help us much. What comes too late?
Paula, do you know the answer? Don't hold out on us.
I do not.
In character, if you guys want a hint, you can roll insight. I'm giving that. I'm tabling that now.
Okay.
Yo.
We gotta solve this.
Each of you
fucking
gets
riddle,
one
bro.
insight roll, DC 20.
Guy, can you help me?
No,
We
my
can't be
plus
making
8.
riddles like this. We're
Can
stupid.
Guy help me, or we each make?
Can I
our own?
help you do insight? I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually
Just
true.
rub-
Can you help
rubber
me be better at
temples.
solving just give me
No,
like
you
a
can.
massage.
That's a
Bro.
function. That's a feature of
I get in
D&D.
my Sherlock and
Come on.
Watson pose.
Am I allowed to read Sykes' answer in chat? Because I mean,
Wait,
better
oh,
idea than
yeah.
I got.
is that cheating?
So, Flo,
On a 21, can I?
on a
can I,
21, you get a hint.
Okay.
This dragon is Emberchunk, the one who killed Terra. You saw his story. How do you think he felt afterward?
I got it. Regret.
Shut the fuck up, you bitch.
Wait. Didn't we say regret?
We didn't say it to the statue.
Ah, we
Yeah,
just
we said it was
It's
a
also
single
not 2
word.
syllables. It's also not 2 syllables.
Wait, regret is 2 syllables. or
Regret?
is
Is it? I guess it is, right?
How many syllables would it
Regret.
be? Well, what do you think it is?
Regret.
I don't know.
It's 2. I added like a second one to Gret.
If you
Oh.
say
Regret.
Regret.
Okay. Sykes said it in
regret,
Charlie
Sykes
asked
said it in
Charlie
chat. I
says
said it
regret
like
to the
10
statue.
minutes
You
ago.
did.
Are we not going to try hindsight?
Yeah, I mean, they're both like. I feel like they're equal. I don't know why we would pick one over the other.
statue. The answer is regret.
Regret. Regret. Regret. The door
2 syllables.
opens.
Yay!
Y'all are some
Yeah.
bitches.
Whoa.
Y'all, everyone sucks
Rell,
but
you're
me.
so smart.
Charlie
dude.
holds up a high five to Rell.
No, you tried to steal my.
But
Was-
Charlie
was
figured out
Charlie
the
think of it
syllable
first?
thing.
Charlie,
that?
Rell did
Wow.
say regret earlier.
that was good getting the syllables out of it.
Wow,
High
was
five,
that actually
Globio.
like the answer, or did you just give it to us?
No, it was the answer. Hindsight would have worked too. In that I thought. Now after you guys tabled regret, I was like, no, tabled hindsight. I was like, that would work too.
I kind of hesitate. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was kind of
Dang it!
I thought there had to be a
Hesitate
pun
doesn't make
element.
sense to me.
Yeah, when Rell
like, you
was like, "Why does it
didn't
have to
hesitate,
rhyme?"
no,
I'm like,
it's
"It
not
doesn't."
right.
Yeah.
I did wonder where that came from.
Yeah.
It also rhymes
Great.
with late. That's why I liked it. It's like fade, late, hesitate.
Mm.
I'm actually steamed right now. I'm
Why?
steaming. I said regret
You
so
got it.
fucking
Yeah.
early, and everyone.
I know, but then I
around
started
for,
with
Yeah,
two syllables
if you
being,
if you were
later.
watching my model, you would see my eyes kind of widen when you said "Prophet of Regret."
Oh, we should have watched the model.
I should have been watching Twitch.tv.
Yeah, if you were watching my model, my eyes widened a little bit when you mentioned that.
TV / the Freak Zone. I'm fucking regretting it.
There you go.
God.
All right,
You know, great minds think alike. That's all I'm saying.
doors open.
Brave minds think alike.
Yes.
Great mind thinks.
Halo 2,
Okay,
baby.
I'm catching Guy up on the lore. I'm like, okay, so basically he's like this Chubbo dragon that killed like this old cool goddess of Earth and then
Oh, she was
replaced her with
cool.
a lamer goddess of Earth is maybe what I
But
think.
she's lame.
But maybe the lame one was replaced by a cool one. I have to find out. But based on the pictures, I'm kind of siding with the old one and not the new one, just based on the vibes, because I'm kind of a vibe reader. I'm an empath.
Yeah. What?
I'm not hear any of this, so Rel's
Anyway,
not
we're
warned,
not
guy.
we're not allowed to comment on its weight.
Yeah.
Okay, but what if it's like really, really
I know, and
Charlie's gonna
literally-
shoot a knowing look to Rell.
There's literally nothing that we can do, and it's but we have to try. If we feel like there's like room to hold those comments in, then we can. But we both know that we're just gonna.
but what if we can? What if I do?
Spell doom for us all.
Oh, aren't we killing it anyway?
Whisper it to me.
Okay.
Wait until the perfect. Save it. We got to try and seduce him. First.
Also, wait. Sorry. Are we trying to talk to him? Or were we not? I thought we were killing
I
him.
don't know anymore. I'm getting
Trying
too
to kill
confused.
it.
Yeah, let's kill it.
It like killed the
I'm not
goddess and is taking care of a temple for it. Like I don't know.
Did we answer that riddle just to piss around here more?
Well, no,
Sorry, I was
walking-
just-
Rell,
Charlie's going
where
to
are
the door.
we? No, we've been through the door. Where are we now?
Walking and
So,
talking. Walking.
You have entered the door, and as I will say, when the door opens, all you see is darkness. Do you continue forward?
I will light a little fire with produce flame.
Oh, wait,
Go
Charlie.
forward.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what you did last time, isn't it? Actually, wait.
Yeah. I am the human torch.
Okay, so last time you did this, you revealed a horror creature. So this time when you do, you lob like a little soft, underhand softball, just like on fire into the antechamber, and you catch the glimmer of gold. Lots of gold.
Charlie's going to get back behind Rell.
Gold
I thought-
coins, gold bars, gold weapons.
Is it like a really big room? Like a really, really big room?
So, in comparison to the layout of the previous one, which was an arena, this one, I mean, it's very limited light from Guy right now. But from Guy's flame, like, it goes pretty far, English. From the light of Guy's flame, you can tell that this room expands much further than the previous instance of the underground temple that you've seen before.
Drapollo, use your night vision.
I
See
do
what's
not
in there.
have
Who
night
has
vision.
dark vision in this party?
You don't have fucking.
I thought I did. I do not.
Wait,
I do
really?
If you don't,
Does
then I
Rell?
definitely.
I'm fairly certain I don't, but let me check.
This
How do none of us?
this
have
has got to
dark
be the
vision?
first time I've seen a D&D party without dark
Yeah,
vision.
I don't have it. No, I don't have it.
Me and Guy are
Wow.
just like.
Oh wait,
fucking-
no, I do have it.
Okay.
Yes.
Drapollo, how far? How far?
60 feet.
60 feet of dark vision. So you can actually see
Wow.
further than everyone, and you can see, yes, it does. It extends even further than what you can see.
It do go down.
It is an expansive
It don't
cavern.
matter.
You actually catch on the edge of your periphery like columns holding like a cavern like ceiling up. So,
This
like,
is a very large cavernous space.
Amber
That's all?
Chunk.
you hear your own voice reverberate back to you.
This guy.
Charlie
I'll take
wouldn't have
a
done
few
that.
more steps and lob another little ball.
Do you enter the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Starting to think I shouldn't.
Soon as you step foot into the room, you set foot into the room, and torches just begin just like all across the cavern, and is now fully lit. You can see mountains of gold coins, hundreds of thousands of gold bars just like stacked along the sides of this cavern. You see like gold swords like embedded in the walls, the ceiling, the floor, various other weapons and trinkets, all like varying in magic rarity, just shimmering as more and more torches ignite and illuminate this massive cavern. As soon as that happens, you hear a booming voice that seems to reverberate from all around you.
Who dares enter the lair of Ember Chunk?
From behind Rell's back. I do.
Bold.
Are you in the
Charlie-
room?
Charlie just wanted to say I one last time.
Are you in the room?
I think so, right? Rell, are you in the room?
I'm in.
I'm in the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then it
I
says,
believe I'm in that room.
Speak your name so that I can know who it is that I am about to turn to ash.
You're going to hear this name a lot. Get ready.
Charlie
don't
is
get it.
hesitating a little bit.
No, Charlie doesn't want to say it.
Guy.
Hey, fuck you.
Oh, shit.
My name is Globio. It's a pleasure to meet you.
My name is Charlie, and I'm annoying.
Rell.
We are Drapollo.
Guy, Globio, Rell, Drapollo.
No one named Flo here.
There's one
Really?
too many people.
you see this
Guy
massive
introduced himself as Charlie
red
as well.
claw like
Mm.
reach out from behind a column. Actually, not a column, but a corner. Like this cavern kind of curves out of view, and it reaches out and like crushes a mountain of gold. You hear coins scatter and clang against the hard surface of the cavern. This claw, it is a couple of 100 feet away from you, but even with that scaled against the like coins, this just singular claw, just one finger, is about the size of like a school bus. And then you see its hand, which is now about the size of a building. Its arm reaching down. You feel the ground shudder as it reaches down. You see its face, its snout begin to emerge from the cavern. And it is the size of a starship. And the body extends and extends and extends as it looms its way towards you. The ground shuddering. Whatevers from the ceiling begin falling as it takes more and more steps.
Tight.
Thank you, stalactites. And it says,
Such fitting names for a midday snack.
Why would that be fitting?
Rapallo, make me a
Would-
wisdom save.
Yeah, who is he to make it to be the judge of that?
Mhm. Is this guy stupid?
Yeah, he is because I got a +8 on that.
Whoa.
On a 17, once again, you feel all of you, get pulled in one direction and another
Oh.
in time. And it's more violent. Those of you that are around Drapollo, you see his body begin to shudder and shake and begin to split into three Drapollos, one blue, one red, and one
Are they all smaller?
They're all the same size, and they're like shuddering. It's almost like looking at a 3D image that's just like pulling apart. Drapollo, on a 17, it is not instant. You have the ability to do one action before you leave this time.
Ooh.
What do you do?
I'm checking my spells list.
You will not be able to come back to this time, at least not of your own will. Whatever you're doing, make it count.
Drapollo, what's happening?
What do you leave behind?
You called him Drapollo.
I've actually fucked up several times in not calling him Glop.
Well, as far as physically what's left behind, are any of the objects that are accompanying me going to stay, or will those all...
They are also
Split different
dissociating
time.
with you.
Okay.
So if you detach something or unattune from something, you'll be left behind.
Okay. I think I am going to cast Guardian of Faith.
Is that a concentration spell?
I'm trying to check, and I cannot see.
I will say if it's a concentration spell, it will dissipate with you.
I know. That's why I'm trying to see if it is or not.
Drapollo, are these your brothers?
All right, time to Google.
What are their names?
Guardian of Faith.
Slavio and Blavio.
It is not a concentration spell.
Let's go. That's why I can't see it
Okay.
anywhere.
The only issue with it is that it does not move. Do you still wish to cast this? It will be stationary. I'm telling you this because you didn't get a lot of experience with cleric, but that's a stationary sentry.
I'm really just looking at all of my spells and like, which one would be good? What do these do?
To let you know, this was a question that I asked you out of character a while back, and we had tabled some ideas. It doesn't have to be a spell.
But that was months ago.
Yeah, this is Drapollo's last action in this campaign.
It was literally months ago.
Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna
travel back in time to save my friend.
Let me
let
me emphasize the importance of this. This is Drapollo's last action in the campaign. You can come up with bullshit if you wish. So
I take the dodge action.
His hands together. I take the dodge.
You want to dodge time? Wait, do you want to dodge time? Is that what you're trying to do?
That's a sick flip.
The dodge action.
I'd like to run across the length of the room, just slam into the fucking wall.
If you want to dodge time,
as possible.
if you're trying to dodge time, give me.
I'm not gonna dodge time.
Okay.
Don't regret it.
Do it.
Yes.
I'll do it.
No, I was trying to look and see what we had discussed, but now I had an epiphany. I remembered something.
Mm-hmm.
And so part of Drapollo is going to start like oozing and dripping off of him and then have a faint glow to it. He then takes this random old like vial that is within his body, which, the whole time has had random globs of junk and stuff that were picked up into it, but they're all going with him except for this one thing he puts in the vial. It just looks like a piece of him, but it's a little bit glowy, and then he sets it down and says, "My time is over. This is the last thing I leave to assist you."
Drapollo, what the fuck? What do you mean? You can't leave
Your name is
us.
Drapollo?
I thought we were doing a bit.
With that, Drapollo's like triple images kind of extend outwards and then slam back into him, and Drapollo vanishes. No trace.
Moon friend.
Glavio!
That leaves the four of you face to face with this massive gargantuan dragon. sneering
Coward. He
and
abandoned us.
leering over you.
No, the Globio I know would never do this.
That is
He was
where
the
we're going
best
to
of
leave
us.
the four of you until next time. But
Ah.
Drapollo, I'm going to give you one last epilogue.
Oh.
As you are once again being pulled through space and time.
That's the sound of it happening.
He's like waving.
Oh, I was not prepared for that one.
Could you do it again? Could you bring us up a little more?
I'm so immersed now.
I'm
Thank you.
gonna give you the imagery. It's like that scene in Doctor Strange where he just got knocked out of his body and he's just like traveling like through like every plane of existence. That's exactly what's happening to you. You're seeing events happening both past and future simultaneously. You see events happening on the moon and on Earth. You see the rise and fall of empires. You see the Earth burning, but then reverting back to its natural state, and then getting destroyed all over again. You're seeing everything all at once, and this is not the first time you've seen it. And then everything freezes. You're in space. You're face to face with the full face of the moon. And you hear a voice. You did well, Drapollo. Set Charlie on the right path, coming home.
Thank you. Thank you for this gift.
I can only apologize that your original purpose could not be done. This is all I could offer.
We are glad to have had a purpose at all.
Dr. Apollo would be proud of his creation. And with that, Apollo, you feel your consciousness disperse into the cosmos. You feel a smile from the goddess Luna as your fleeting time as a conscious being comes to an end. That is all for this episode of The Freak Zone. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. You guys had a good time. We'll see you all next time.
I'm gonna write a song for like odes to Globio.
Why is everybody all concerned about Charlie? Why can't Charlie just be chilling?
I can't believe he had a PhD.
You're
this whole
chilling
time.
now.
I can't believe it was fucking called Dr. Apollo this entire goddamn time.
I can elaborate if you want.
All right,
I
we're
would
gonna end
love
stream. Good night, guys.
Bye bye. I love everybody.
Well, good night.
Oh,
Oh,
shit,
you-
good night.